attack.
Sure.
Alright then. It started, hasn't it?
I don't know what you're speaking of.
You could seriously inform me when you click the
I
button.
think I just did.
What is up, guys? It's your boy, the real Demi here. And why the fuck am I at the end of the video recording? Doesn't matter.
Because you're the least important
Kind
of
of
us,
does.
and I like that Rodomer is now eating the cat's ass for some reason. You keep that up, we're gonna get a lot more viewers pretty quickly.
So
Just eat the cat and we'll be famous on Reddit.
So
Repeated
after checking Twitch, I have confirmed. Welcome to session 12, guys, of the Ageless
Don't tell
Accolade.
Demi, but I
So-
keep mislabeling the episode called To Fuck With Him.
Previously, we had some continuous catacomb escapades where some people, for some strange reason, didn't want to open the sarcophagus of a very important individual in history that resonated magic. I don't know why somebody wouldn't do this.
Little did we know, we can only win this fight if we diabolize the 5th gen in that sarcophagus.
This is why you always loot, guys. Next, we followed up with shenanigans involving Adolphus not having internet and Kraft being late because for some reason this man decided to have a social life all of a sudden.
Yeah, last session.
With that face? Oof, risky business that.
A good face.
Which left the two brainiacs of the party to solve a puzzle.
The rest of the party seemed to go really well.
It went exactly as planned. However, all of that has led to the presumably final room, or rather most dangerous room of these catacombs. And after a failed stealth check and maintaining obfuscate check, the Domhnall finds himself, how should I say this? Big trouble ahead.
You know, I feel like either they've set a deliberate trap or more likely Demi is fucking with me. Because surely the stairs wouldn't crumble at this exact moment to fuck with me unless I botched.
Roll a luck die. No, roll a death die.
I will say, if you botched, I probably would have counted that as some form of not surprise round, but rather, oh no, oh no, stepbrother, I'm stuck.
Not like this, Pepper Hands.
But to sort of illustrate, Domhnall, I'll put you out for the time being on the map.
Please, at least put me by the wall,
And,
you monster!
Sure. I'm gonna drag people out. They'll presume that you guys are a little bit behind, but it's not anything. What is it called? Too much. Okie dokie. And these are going to be used as a representation of the peeps you got. So, fucking Adolphus. But roll initiatives, guys, and let me actually get the turn order.
Is
up.
there
Yes.
a first reaction to prepare for combat?
Well, you see.
What the fuck?
You-
Oh, I need to select my character.
Also, let me put this on the token layer again.
There we go.
Perfectly aligned.
How much celerity did I have now again?
Well, you see, if you notice that they were there, you probably could have done an action, but
Two.
you failed. There is no surprise round. Also, the hall isn't too terribly far away from the what is it called? The magical opening door. So Hmm.
So they're actively trying to ambush us.
It looks like that, yeah.
Okay.
Let me just find their sheet and do the initiative as well.
Sorry about that.
Roll initiative, please. Jesus, what's with the 12s, guys?
Fuck you, that's
I don't
what.
know, man. The fuck?
We'll do that in just a second. So let me just calculate this. Okay.
I rolled a 5.
No
Domino
modifier.
rolled a 6. How the fuck do I have better base than you?
Wait.
6?
What?
6? All the 12s! Oh my god! Don't tell me I'm first.
Hold up,
You
Adolphus.
have celerity, that's how craft.
Yeah, we'll resolve this little by little by seeing who has the bonuses. But if you don't mind, Adolphus, just rolling.
No modifiers?
Unless
Yeah,
Look at your
celerity.
sheet. Does it say celerity?
Okay.
I'm the only 11.
Not a 12, but I just want to note.
Oh my
Kraft
god.
rolled a 5, Donald rolled a 6, Triplana rolled a 6, I rolled a 6, Adolphus rolled a 6. What the fuck? This is already scuffed. Okay, so
So I'm supposed to have
Beautiful,
11.
don't you agree?
so Severin, you have the highest modifier, so you go first. Then Domino, Triplana, and the followers all have a combined modifier of 6. So I suppose all of us are going to roll a 1d10.
Oh my god.
Not you, not you.
Yeah, I know, I'm still saying oh my god, because all of you fucked up to roll.
Okay, prepare to soul. I like. So it'd be Domino,
Another 6.
then Triplana, then actually the turn order is perfect then, and then Lambert. Okay, I don't have to change anything. This is how God intended it.
Yes.
Okay then. So to begin combat, and also Adolphus, just to remind, since you weren't here, Domino failed, the stealth and obfuscate, so no surprise what's happening, and
Oh, I
Domino's
watched
kind of
the entirety of what I missed out on of the session earlier
Perfect.
that night, so don't worry about it.
assume you guys, because there's no more map, and I'm too lazy to fucking expand it. Just know that you guys are a bit behind, but it's not anything too much. Domino's in front though. So Lambert, as you are in the back letting Domino do his work, you see Domino just sort of holding himself, going up and just slipping all of a sudden, and then just standing on his knee, like half on his knees, right? Just looking up, and from your point of view, you can feel that little bit of oh fuck, things have gone bad in his face, and well, you can hear muttering and some stuff up ahead as well, so you can assume that bad stuff is going to happen. What would you like to do?
I can't see up ahead.
Nope. You have to climb up essentially. And I would say that this is kind of the approximation of the length of the entrance, where about 3-ish people can sort of stand side
Does
by
the
side,
tunnel
though a bit
turn?
clumped.
At the entrance, or does
No,
it
no,
go straight? Because I thought...
It just goes straight. It was a straight hallway, then that starts to go upstairs essentially.
Alright.
What was the weapons that they had again?
You...
Seemingly some form of well, you wouldn't know, but Domino would, and I would have said that.
you can tell me
you can see that's-
on my turn. Fuck him.
Sure.
I'll just reserve my turn then. Seeing as how I can't see what the fuck's going on. It'd be a bad idea to try anything while I am blind.
All right, so you're staying where? Are you staying where you are, moving up ahead, or doing anything?
Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Well,
Okay.
I'll remember this.
So
F.
You want the incompetent, incapable of fighting outside of
Yes!
lines guy in
Yes!
front.
So they
I
can
see.
wail on you while I shoot them. Yes! Exactly!
Well, Lambert being at the very bottom wouldn't quite know that combat started, but fully. He's aware that Donald fucked up and is looking a little bit, oh shit, that's not what was intended. And he can hear sounds coming from up, but doesn't specifically know that combat is happening. On your turn, Treblana, because you're in higher initiative, you probably would realize since, the followers, or essentially in this time, seeing you, Domhnall, up, some of them are going to stay where they are, awaiting sort of, weapons out, waiting, while two of them, one with a torch and one with an axe, is going to sort of yell out in a battle cry and come at you. Those being these two, essentially from the side. The other ones seem to be still holding their position to a degree. Treblana, you would, being higher in initiative, you would have the time to hear out the still ongoing war cry that is going to be occurring. So you can react to it and kind of notice that combat is happening.
Big F.
But you are downstairs and you don't really have right now on anybody, a clear view.
All right.
Oh, there was one people I forgot to just roll for real quick, though they shouldn't be too different.
Wow.
Okay, good to know.
16, yeah, not too different, eh?
Hey, I was expecting the dice was just going to continue that way.
I see how it is, Demi. I see how it is.
What would you like to do, Treblana?
Well, I will, first of all, I will obfuscate because I'm a dick.
Understandable.
And other than that, I would probably try to, can I sneak up and then sneak up to the stairs and wait there?
Sure. Depending on how the others go, it might require. Actually, no. You should be able to do that. You do have enough room to scuttle around. But do be careful bumping into people and stuff like that. You're gonna want to try.
You're gonna need
that.
athletics rolls
Yeah.
here.
Oof. Just gonna be at the wall or some shit like that.
Got it.
Do I have enough movement to go back, or would it consider my action or something like that?
I'm saying that three people can stay in a line right next to each other, but it's a bit clumped up, right? You have to literally football wall, right?
Yeah, okay. What if I go up, have a look and come back and essentially start? I don't know.
That should be all part of your movement, so it shouldn't be overly difficult. But I think due to movements and stuff, you would be having to need to make a dexterity athletics, most likely, just not to be touched. It shouldn't be overly difficult.
Okay, say that.
I say that. Domhnall.
Well, I see that this being has no name and me are on the same page. I would like to do what he calls a tactical inverse charge.
Blessed.
Where are my weapons? What am I currently holding?
For the obfuscate, you probably would have had to keep the battle axe a bit behind because that is really fucking big.
Okay, so
right.
that's either strapped down or with someone else.
Yeah, essentially. With you, the longbow is also pretty
so
big.
Either
as well,
way, my weapons are on my back.
Yeah, you'd probably have a dagger, I'd say, that you have concealed somewhere, but you can get to easy reach that you usually have.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I would, I believe I can move half of my walking / jogging speed and still take actions normally. So I'd like to move back that amount, so I'm hopefully not in the direct torch throwing fucking angle. As I'm doing that, I would like to just call out ambush And I would like to prepare my longbow. And actually, I would like to split between preparing my longbow and having a dodge ready.
Got it. Which would you prioritize? Just asking.
Getting the longbow out because I'm assuming that on the command of ambush, the ghouls are gonna move forward and cover me.
Got it. Just to plan something. Fuck it, we'll put these little fucking SMGs to sort of indicate who have the torches essentially at the ready. Da 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 da, and da, and da. Okay.
Motherfuckers.
Severin, what would you like to do?
Yes. Well, seeing as this does not look very good, I'd like to blood buff and prepare my sword because I don't know. Do I have it out? Would I have it out?
Up to you.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Like Domino kind of had to force his big weapons.
Last.
Like Domino was forced to put his weapons back because
he was obfuscating. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd have my sword in my hand.
Yeah, the guards definitely have the weapons out. So I would assume because you guys are a bit suspicious and obviously through the catacombs, I'd say that the rest of you can have your weapons out normally then.
All right, perfect. Well, seeing as these guys
just celerity charge in.
Are they? Do I? Yeah, right.
Kill the toughest one.
Yeah.
The rest are gonna break and run.
Exactly.
Just come leaping out, fangs out.
Just go.
Did you know that with Dark Ages you can use your celerity to go really fast? Like, it's like multiplies your movement speed like 1 plus your celerity rating for just 1 blood point per turn.
Yeah, you can go really fast.
Just charge up, hit this guy, right? Yeah, exactly.
Attack of opportunity doesn't really exist, Craft. If you want, you could just zoom these all through them.
Run all the way past them. Half of them are gonna be confused. Like,
just
protect the cult leader!
That turns out there's a guy over here, but we can't just see him.
I mean, that sounds like your problem, Mario and Ancilla, or a bitch.
Ooh.
I was gonna dread gaze some of them, honestly.
I think you can dread gaze only one individual.
Can't you split?
Big sad. Can I dread gaze more people if I spend celerity?
I don't think you can split dread gaze though. Either discipline uses in that case.
I think you can't do it with attacks, but maybe we should check if these fuckers are weak enough. Like, we have like, what, we have 3 people with mental fuckery at least. I think Troblano might have it as well. We could just, butt fuck all of these while the guards go chopping.
But using your disciplines.
I'm pretty sure the celerity thing probably wouldn't.
Celerity wouldn't. I'm talking about normal.
Requires them to react.
I'm talking about normal splitting.
Yeah. Honestly, that is a good question, and I don't remember even seeing that anywhere in the book as well about splitting disciplines. Like if you could dread gaze multiple people, but at a smaller dice pool and increase.
Because I know you can split it in using the V20 splitting rules. Nothing prevents that. But splitting is different in or multiple actions is different.
Yeah, it. You know what? Fuck it. That'll make just people in general more effective. So for taking the dice penalty and the difficulty improvement, you can do multiple individuals, but obviously you take a penalty. Though I will note, you can't. You have to. I will note in this case specify 1 power. So it's not like you can dread gaze one guy and then dominate the other one. 1 power at a time.
Yeah. I'll just dread gaze.
Just remember, if you botch, that fucker becomes immune to you.
Well, it's not like he's gonna survive after this, or I'm gonna survive after this. Like, it's either or, right?
I mean, yeah, no, just you know, keep in mind, if you fuck up on a target, just
Stopped caring about them. Yeah, I know.
let's
Just
just
going
start
for
to
the next
bomb this
one.
with mind control. Fuck them.
So, what would you like to
Yeah.
do? What would you like to do, Kraft?
I'd like to dread gaze. I mean, what was the base difficulty for dread gaze? 7?
It's their wits plus courage, if I
Oh.
remember right.
All right.
Kind of looking for
'Cause,
the other, kind of looking for the book for the discipline thing. So if somebody else could also assist with him, but it should be
Yeah,
charisma
Yes,
intimidation.
I'm seeing that as well. There are 4 guys with torches.
Mm-hmm.
charisma intimidation.
Okay. So
Yeah.
are you gonna split? Are you going to do it on one person? What are you thinking?
I feel like I should start with one person and then I can do more after that to see how effective it is, because I'm not the best at red gazing.
Okay. Which well, you don't really have the best line of sight
Kraft.
now, so you'd have to move up.
You might as well go for broke. Those guys have torches. If you fuck it up, I mean, worst thing, they become immune. We have to prioritize those cunts anyway.
Yeah, I guess I can. I'll do 2. Well, I'll split 2 dread gaze, I guess. I mean, because like I only have 5 dice, and I'm losing 1 for the first act.
And you're calling
know
yourself a
that-
Toreador?
Yeah. What you
I didn't
know,
fucking go for red gaze, but god damn it.
I will say, because you do have aspects and the like, and you are higher on the initiative, even if you can't see exactly. You do hear 2 sets of footsteps essentially coming very close to your position. Essentially, the 2 people that I declared running on Domino. That the other ones are
These
basically the other ones are still prepped to fuck up essentially if somebody gets close.
Mm-hmm.
They're just
I guess I'll
holding.
go for the 2 guys with torches that I
Okay.
can see, because I don't know if I can see these guys.
You're
on
going
the
to have
side,
to.
you know.
I will note you are going to have to move up for that, just to get like proper line of vision. Okay.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
The guards hearing, seeing, fuckity, and, they've seen their commanders do stuff before, going in ambush when, they just turn back, it's like enemies. And you see them as Domino, as you're going to have to like turn around. You can already see them fucking, swords out, just rushing up the stairs. And they're going to essentially just come out the stairs, check, quickly see the situation, and just like rush to the nearest individuals that they deem the most, dangerous, essentially. So let me just copy 2 more fucking guards. So the guards, as they come up, essentially, they're going to split off and go on these fuckers on the sides.
Who trained
Seeing that
them?
they're,
There's 4 guys with torches straight ahead!
Yeah, but these ones also have fucking axes, which is also equally
No,
fucking
it
dangerous.
isn't!
And they can...
No, it isn't! That doesn't make us rock track!
Shush. I'm putting these out of combat, essentially. These are more narrative going on the side.
You bitch!
Love you too. So they're gonna preoccupy themselves with the other cultists, leaving a nice 4v6 situation, guys. Easy clap, right?
I just want to say that those guards are getting a reprimand when this is done.
Perfect.
Oh no! The guy with the axe chopped my arm off. I'll just spend the blood points to regrow it.
Shame with aggravated damage, technically, guys.
No! Fucking damn it.
Okay.
Sure. If you're really unhappy with that, then sure. Let me do at
Name
least
me
this.
one elder who is gonna be like, nah, fuck the guys with torches, aggravated damage doesn't worry me, just go with the guy with the biggest weapon.
Sure. We can go with that. We can go with that. Don't worry, guys. So they're gonna fucking occupy the guys with the torches. Don't worry about it. They're gonna go on those guys because they know what the dangers are. Then you guys are gonna have the, fucking lumberjacks essentially.
Big burly men, just
So-
the way Redimer likes them.
Of course. So they're gonna be basically be dealing with them. There's gonna be too many rolls. So, Severin, you come up on the stairs, and you can see that the guards have already engaged, some of the people, and you can see that they're handling the ones with the torches.
Yep.
So the people that you can still dread gaze the ones with the torches if you want. If not,
I mean,
how
what's
would I
the
actually deal with
downside?
this?
You free them, next turn the guards have to engage someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can change if you want, with a willpower, but you. Okay. So, which one do you want to start with? The left one or the right one? Or
Let's
does
go
it-
with this guy first, and then this guy.
Craft
It's very
just-
important, right? I'm rolling 4 and then 3 dice, and
Yeah,
one
as
is
long
at
as you get at
+1
least
and the
one
other one is
success,
at
you
+2.
weaken them, make it easier for the guards to.
Yeah. I basically
so-
stunned them for a turn or so.
Okay.
Which split, like, are we doing it Dark Ages, the splitting actions?
Yeah,
Or-
with the new changes. So if you want to, the first action is taken at a -1, and then the additional one. So the first person you're going to dread gaze, you take a -1 dice. Also roll a difficulty 6 as a
Yeah.
base,
Yep.
and I'll tell you the successes essentially.
All right. Nice. 2 high rolls. That's pretty good.
Okay, and so let me just find dread gaze real quick.
He needs 3 success to send them running.
Yeah. The I'm trying to see what does 2 successes
Minus
do.
2 dice on everything for the next turn for that guy. He's badly shookened.
Got it.
Scared boy.
The next one will be +1 difficulty. Each additional action receives a cumulative +1 difficulty and -1 dice. So this one, if we remember right, this one would be +1 difficulty but still -1 dice.
This would be at 3 dice now, not 4, because the negatives keep piling on.
Right.
Yeah, I have 3 dice now.
Still
Triple
roll 6.
tens, I believe.
Yeah.
Why are you like this?
Oh my god.
So-
Hey, it's not a botch.
You come out, see the guards, and you can see that they're still keeping like a wary eye of where you are, and you're able to catch their attention. But wanting to affect as many people as you want, you split yourself. Trying to scare both of them in front of you, like almost like a fucking Medusa yourself.
Yeah.
And the first guy you go for to start, you can see that as he looks into your eyes, he just sort of goes and like flinches back a bit. He's not running, he flinches back, and you can see that the guard that comes up just sort of slams him into the side, and you can see that he's getting hurt. The other one, though, unfazed entirely. He just sort of looks at you, grins, and then focuses on the guard in front of him and sort of just moves out of the way real quick. Domhnall, you wanted to
He
you
should
call-
be startled though if it's a failure.
Yeah. He's getting hurt. Basically next turn he'll be fucking dead, don't worry about it.
No,
If
while
we-
failure means the target is startled but not terrified.
It doesn't give him a mechanical penalty.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know.
sure.
But it sounded like I botched.
Okay, my bad then. No,
Yes.
he looked at you, but he's focused on the guard in front of you, Kraft.
There you go. Thank you, Demi.
You're welcome, Kraft.
I need accurate information to know if I botched or not.
Shush, Kraft. Domhnall, you screamed out ambush, and you can already see some of the people that have been there have already taken to action. It's like, okay, that's good. And you want to draw your longbow, prep your longbow, and step back. Stepping back, well, shouldn't be difficult, especially since a lot of the guards also just cleared up as well. But drawing your bow, are you planning to shoot
No.
also in this? You didn't
But
plan
I
to
am
shoot.
splitting
Yeah, just-
because I'm preparing in case I get attacked to avoid.
Yeah, for the dodge. You wanted to, so you can roll for the drawing the bow real quick then. That would be that would be a dex archery essentially at a -1
Okay,
dice.
difficulty.
And the difficulty I think we said for drawing was usually 4, so go with 4. Yeah, no, you just sort of almost like Legolas, essentially. My bow, you're ready essentially, and you're sort of trying to get your
Yeah.
arches and quiver and
I
thing ready, but
have
you're keeping yourself.
marked the arrows with the rat on them. They're coming out of the quiver first for this fight.
Cursed.
Oh my god.
I prepared them specially for these cunts.
Shablana, seeing as a lot of the people moved out and you want to obfuscate, I'll say you don't need to roll a dexterity athletics, considering that the place is mostly vacated, so you can move yourself to the left side position if you want and sort of stay there for the time being. Though I will note, you had as a weapon a spear, if I remember right, correct?
I think he said he's gonna be right back, Demi, right as his turn started.
He did.
The absolute worst fucker.
I do remember Shablana wanting a spear, and the spear's pretty big and not.
Presumably that's getting dropped
easy
as
to-
she's obfuscating.
Presumably. Back. Question, Redimir. You had a spear, if I remember right, correct?
Yep.
That would similar case with Chris. If you wanted to obfuscate, you would need to have dropped it.
Yeah, I guess that's much.
Okay, so you can move yourself to the position, or well, I can do. You don't have to roll a dexterity athletics; it's mostly cleared out. But your spear, I'll say for presumption's sake, it's in. You're smart enough. You'd probably keep it in, in fair distance where you can grab it, but it's not on you right now.
Yeah.
So, comes the follower's turn. Seeing what's going on, the two individuals up here that were essentially in the ready, they're going to essentially, being nearby and closest with the guard, essentially, they were going to focus and go on with these people. The other ones, though, not really expecting this and more of expecting a plethora of you to come out, sort of stay into their positions, really ready out, and we're just like, okay, where are the bastards? Okay, 4 of them went out. Where's the rest? Oh shit!
They just see a glimmer of a bow being drawn and him go back. It's like, oh.
Oh no. But yeah, the torches are all fucking things, and the lumberjacks, essentially, as I'm going to refer to them, are just like, wait, this isn't going according to plan. Going to Lambert, which, well, Lambert, you see all this happening. Trablana, for a very millisecond, just goes, you just hear a thunk. That's a spear. Trablana's not there. Unless Trablana, are you hiding from everybody, Trablana, or are you making them so they can see? Just want to know for that.
Yeah, like the others can see me if it's possible.
They just grin at Lambert
So
as I
you
go
can-
past, like, yeah, it's on.
But yeah, you can hear combat actually beginning now. And, well, people are going to be hurt, Lambert. Okay, that was round 1. Next turn, Lambert. Now that combat has begun and you can see Donald taking out his bow, you can see Chablana hiding sort of amongst the walls. The guards went out and you can hear, hurt sounds coming out. What would you like to do?
Oh, my spleen! No, give it back!
I'd like to step forward towards the entrance and just be in the doorway when I drop some shadow tentacles, so we have something to fall back on.
Bit robotic, trying to understand. So you wanted to shadow tentacles where?
On the first trench line, Demi.
So like in the front?
No, in the actual doorway.
Okay, you can do that. Okay.
Wait,
Find out.
behind
That way we
us?
have the ability to fall back behind them.
It's on the doorway.
Because
It's just like,
these guys are gonna get themselves
In
killed.
character, no one told you
It's
to
on
go out, Severin.
Yeah, you can keep it on the doorway. We'll see how many you can do.
I
The
don't want to
followers.
sacrifice other people's property, you know.
The
I
followers.
have to repay them.
The ones with torches are still going to try and engage in combat and smack a bitch with their torches with the ghouls. The two lumberjacks over here will also attempt to engage the ones in front, while the other four, seeing that you guys are not coming out, and they see that there's more in the doorway, right, from their angle, they're going to just run in and hit the first person they can get to.
Pepe fucking hands, man.
Chablana, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't really like it, but I think I might just, try to go over here and try to yeet this guy with what's it called?
You could literally just
That-
set your action as I stab him from obfuscate when he gets in melee range. You don't have to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I guess, but I don't know if you actually would come. Like they only have like, they only have like X's, right? So probably
Yeah.
will come, I guess. Yeah, okay, then we'll do that. But I probably won't go like stabby, but do
Yeah.
like the power.
Yeah, you're ahead in the initiative, so you can see that there, and you're like near the wall, observing somewhat the situation. So I'd say you can see at least that some people are about to charge, and presumably these ones up front, which you have a better line of sight to.
Okay.
Okay. So you going ahead or staying there?
I'm staying there.
Okay. And what are you attacking them with? Just to note.
Give me the name. Dust to dust. Level 5.
That is a necromancy thing, correct?
Yeah, essentially like I just fling my blood at them.
She just bites her tongue.
It-
Phew, filth!
If you could, just find the it in the book so I can.
You know it's
populate
gonna
it.
be bad. I think it
I know
dissolves
it's
their
going to be
flesh or
bad.
something.
it's like
Exact-
for every 2 damage, like one of the body parts gets like basically disabled. And
Yeah,
He put their hands, boo!
it's the bottom of page
wait, no,
284.
Redemer. Better idea. Let's take a prisoner. Spit them in the eye.
I mean, I actually don't need to specify. Like I can essentially choose what I want.
Yes, just spit
I
in
cannot-
their eyes.
Oof. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So you're using dust to dust, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
By the way, it says like canine target. Doesn't mean I actually don't have to pick like a vampire for it, because like the other power works on the like Ash Embrace works on like mortals as well.
Yeah, that's what I was getting confused, and it's like, yeah, it would affect canine targets. It's specifically saying it as so.
So you're only saying I can only use it on canines.
That's how it's supposed. She then drips the blood on a single canine target. It's being specified here.
Yeah, but it also says that it works like like the Ashen Lady's Embrace, which works on
Her. But then Ashen's Lady Embrace cause the target slim to age, dry out, and stuff like that. But that is being able to. Canites heal these wounds as they would any other mortals, however, are not so fortunate. They be crippled. I think this is more of a. What is it called? Leveling up against the canine target rather than a against the mortals and the like.
So you're saying it's useless then? Okay.
It's being specified like that.
Listen, just
This is
leap
an
at
arrow,
him,
but-
shove some blood in his face once he dies, easy.
Okay, that case I guess I would have to do like Ashen Lady's Embrace instead.
Okay
Just
then.
fucking yeet.
Okay. Just a question because it does specify limb. What limb are you going for?
Like I'm gonna go for the head and specifically the eyes.
Understandable, good sir. Have a nice day.
But I
Okay.
do not need to like target the eyes. Like touching the head would be enough.
Yeah. It's still going to incur the +1 difficulty for more specifying, but other than that, shouldn't be difficult. Domhnall, longbow at the
3
ready.
shots, please, at the closest threat within my line of sight as I lean out a little, starting with this one charging towards us.
Okay, needing to go back, you would have to go up a little bit just to sort
like
of get a
take
better
step
angle.
up, but mostly stay in that general
Yeah,
area.
yeah. You should be able to. Though note if you botch it or like, you might hit
Would I
Severin
have
in
to
the ass.
go here, or would I?
Yeah, I'd say you'd have to go there approximately because you have to go up.
Then I'm just gonna wait for them to start charging, and then 3 arrows into the ones that are coming.
Yeah, that'll work since Severin's on the doorway. Severin. Oh, Craft, you AFK? Craft's AFK. F.
I'll be right back as well. Fuck you, Demi. This campaign sucks. It should have been cancelled a long time ago.
Perfect. I like that. Hello, Redimer.
What? I'm alone with you here. That's fucking scary.
Jesus, it's fucking hot. Why is summer so bad?
Well, it's easy. You see, the Earth and the Sun, they love each other very much during the summer, and that's why it's hot.
Of course. Craft, you can't.
Also, Demi, like, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Chewing me out of my level 5 power.
Look, I'm just reading it. Neckerman cuts her open, spending 2 blood. Okay. As ashes affect corpses, so dust to dust affects the bodies of vampires. Literally says it even in the fluff. What am I supposed to do there?
You're bad. I hate you.
Invoking dust to dust allows the necromancer to reduce another vampire into a pile of ashes, as though he had been stranded in the sunlight or burned at the stake. It just repeats itself that it's against vampires.
Since Craft isn't here yet, can I change this slightly?
What do you mean?
I would like to also
back.
buff my dexterity by 3 and change it to 4 attacks.
Sure, you can do that. Welcome back, Craft. Severin, your turn. Do you you're up there. You dread gaze. You sort of pull back, coming out from your dread gaze. You take a quick look to your left and right, and you see 4 people with lumberjack axes, all kind of rushing in your direction.
They hate alcohol.
How high can I buff my dex?
Up to your what's your blood point limit? What general are you? 9, right?
Yeah.
I think that's 2, so you can up by 2.
Spend 1 on celerity, so you don't take penalties on your dodges.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something I'd recommend.
Wait, so I can only buff 2 points?
That's your points per turn.
Oh, right.
Like your total max is same as normal. It's just
6. Yeah, I can only spend as much blood as okay. Yeah,
behind he sees his fellows preparing to hold the doorway, the shadows gathering behind him, the guard charging. Uh-oh.
Yeah, something in the back of your mind. You just hear, hold the door. So what are you gonna do, Crab?
Why are they like this? Anyways, yeah, I'll blood buff by 1 and spend 1 on celerity, and I'll just fucking dodge the cunt charging me and hope my allies will fucking kill them or something.
Yeah, look in the book real quick, just for full defense if you can.
Yeah, full defense, of course.
Okay, so the guards, they're gonna do their job. The one guy you startled before is going to die. Nice. As you can see him sort of just put his sword in real deep and just pull out as the follower comes down to the ground. The two other guards and the other ones seem to be holding pretty well against the other ones with torches, considering, well, they have swords, these guys have torches, so they're doing a better job. But you can see that they're also, about to get fucked by more people joining in. So they're going to continue their job.
Mm-hmm.
So Severin, it's your turn. You sort of declare, ready up, and just be like, easy there, girl.
Yeah, got my sword ready. Just standing there, like that, ready, kind of.
Just puts one foot forward,
fuck
points
you.
sword in between the two groups.
Yeah.
It's like, come at me, bitches. I'm ready.
Domhnall, you ready up, arrows out, you're ready, and just be like, you're looking at something like, I'm not gonna hit Severin.
The first arrow crusty with remains of rat, ready to seek the throat of some fool.
Cursed. Trablana, you sort of hug the wall, ready for the people that are about to come to Severin, and you prepare the level 3 power, right? And you're just sort of ready, to just out of just a clonk on somebody's head real quick. Okay, so the followers, these ones will engage the other guards, and whoop, 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 and whoop. Okay.
Oh, do I see this one?
I'd say that the ones that you're able to see the most are the ones here at the front. So the one near Trablana is and the one there.
So, because does this version of the game have a point blank rule?
No, not really, if I remember right.
Well, either way, I'd like to start with the one that's slightly further.
Okay, so Donald, you're ahead in initiative. So let me just find the hail of arrow thing.
You changed it slightly in the multiple actions thing, so the first one isn't an increase in difficulty, it's just -1 dice and then it...
Yeah, -1. So, go for it.
So, I buffed my dex to 7 with 3 blood points, so I would currently normally have, math, 11 dice in this, so that goes to 10.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I need to refresh the character sheets. Got fucked on Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get, why does Roll20 do you guys get that where the sheet just
Okay.
I got set. I refreshed the page and I got sent to the subscription. 1 second. Fucking hell. But that 3 will definitely hit, essentially, especially because they really don't know that somebody's about to lob some fucking arrows in them.
Rush
They don't have
down,
the dodge
glad
actions
down the
prepared.
stairway. See a grinning ginger.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Okay, so
Okay.
that is 4
Yeah.
plus the bonus, I believe. So 6.
Four
I
successes.
have powerful arms if that applies here.
These are just for damage, and I think we did say that applies, so that would be 6 successes. So these being ghouls, they can't actually soak lethal. I checked the book. They
Depends
can't,
on
so.
how you house roll. That's one of the things I changed to our campaigns, but normally they can.
Yeah, I'm going with normally they can. So let me just see about soaking. So that they are armored, by the way, just as some people could have been, and that is in total. Okay. Damn, that's lucky. But the armor, you did a lot more damage than the armor. So the armor takes a big brunt, and you can see him squeal out, essentially. But you can see that there's now a big open wound, right? And it's the armor there. Actually, no, how would I say it? You hit the one specific part in the armor that sort of connects it all. And as you sort of hit there and he sort of flinches a bit, the armor sort of just falls off, the breastplate. It sort of just dangles on, revealing a big exposure of his armor. Big part of his body.
It's
so
okay.
armor's gone.
2 to 3 weeks he will be dead from infection. We can ignore him.
Multiple actions.
Hello.
End of
Spider-Man.
the...
Yeah. End of. Yeah. Okay,
Big rip.
but you can see that you did some damage to him actually. Let me just specify the health. That would be 5 there. Alright. So, next turn. Shit, need a fucking turn order.
Did I have to roll for full defense?
Well, when they start hitting, but first we have somebody else who had a prepared action. Jablana.
Yep.
So, seeing that you require a dexterity vampire if the victim is avoiding vampire, but it's not technically avoiding. You're coming from stealth obfuscate. So, how would I rule this? Because you do technically have
if
to
they can
slightly
see, then...
Yeah. Okay. So just roll a regular.
What?
So it works. So you don't have to. You're coming out from what is it called?
Obfuscate?
Obfuscate. So if the necromancer is successful, the target suffers 2 levels of aggravated damage, and you're focusing on the head and, well, specifically the
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
So-
that-
They do technically have a dice of fortitude, so they can attempt to soak 1. So you go for the head, and you sort of surprise him, right? And you sort of press up against his head, clutching it and coiling him over. And you can see that where you touched it, as you sort of pull back, coming from the ritual, that there are parts that just sort of wither and things, but the effect's not as strong as you hope to do. As you can feel that there is a little bit of energy there. You can see that there's the skin held essentially, but you did some damage.
Ref.
Well,
Just trying to see if there's what's more. Unless the target soaks both wounds, the effective wound is crippled until both wounds are healed. Oh, okay. Cannot heal these wounds as they would any other aggravated wound. Okay. Effective wound. Okay, never mind it. My bad. So as you sort of come back, you see that the wound sort of festers a bit for the first, oldens up, ripens, sort of comes to dust, and he sort of turns around, and you can feel that it's pretty slow. It's not going as fast as you expected, but you're focusing on the eyes and parts. So I would say that his eyes essentially go blind, but you can feel him coming very, very, very old, essentially into the face, almost as if very disconnected from the rest of the body.
guys,
Yes.
we leave him like this, but we drain and turn him, and we put him guarding a wooden cup. Just to fuck with someone in 300 years.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, you fucker. That's beautiful.
Ancient legends say that the Holy Grail is hidden in the catacombs beneath Paris. Maybe we can discover... Wait, who is that? You have finally found the resting place. 500 years I have guarded it.
Oh my god. Fucking modern knights, they come in with shotguns and shit.
We just leave him here to feed on rats and teach him animalism to keep calling them.
Yes.
Oh my god. Wait, does any of us have animalism in class?
Doesn't matter, he's gonna have plenty of time to learn. If he wants to eat in
Do it again.
particular.
Yeah, I guess.
I am the last
I'm trying to-
Cappadocian.
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
What can you tell us
so
about
just try-
your clan? They're all dicks.
Yeah, they're all terrible people.
Trying
They'll
to
become a
really-
cave eventually, honestly.
Full defensive. Trying to find where full defensive is again, and because you are technically outnumbered, so you would be having difficulties evading the attacks. Celerity only negates the multiple actions one, not the being outnumbered. Just trying to remember what full defensive does, though, to see if that has any negation in that case.
I have it. I'm gonna post it in the chat.
I mean,
Go for it.
he's only outnumbered 2-1 if you count Treblan as being part of the same kerfuffle.
Full defensive, 1 second. You choose to forego other action turn and dedicate instead of using the normal. Rolls full dice against reduce each subsequent defense die by 1 die for the rest of the turn. Cumulative, you have no dice you cannot roll. There's no difficulty penalty when using full defense. Yeah, I'd say celerity would still be able to be used, and I'll say that yeah, you don't get any penalties, but by dice either.
Oh, I get full dice every time.
Yeah, I'll say that for the use of
At
celerity.
least against.
I mean, I only have 2 celerity, so you can
So
do
two-
it for like
two celerities?
2 extra. I have 2
Oh.
celerity.
Okay then. So the last one will take a -1 penalty.
Yeah.
Okay. Though. Yeah, actually, they're still going to attack you because that was the dedicated thing. But the Treblana one,
+2 difficulty on his attack
He's
for
looking-
blind fighting.
I'm aware. Okay, so I'm going to go with the blind one first because, well, that's going to go fucking great is all I can tell you. So that's this.
Remember,
Watch,
won't
watch,
penalties
watch,
than me.
watch.
Also, like blind is actually like +3.
+2.
Hmm.
I checked. I was going through it. I saw
Well,
that
that's
as a
not a
condition.
botch.
It's
Yeah, it's not a botch. Fuck.
So as he sort of goes blind, he's so focused out that the attack that he tried to go with sort of just stumbles,
Misses.
just
Yeah.
goes
Oh,
forward.
Comes in
The
here,
surprise.
goes blind, his clothes fall off. Great day.
Gonna go with the one that is injured.
That is the one.
So that
injured.
is the one that you injured.
I was going for this one.
The same one? Weren't you going for this one?
No, I'm gonna kill that one later. I told you I'm going for this one first. So technically
Got it,
that roll
My
would be
bad,
wrong.
then.
He should have -1.
Yeah, my bad on my part. So that's 4 dice at 8.
Oh, for fuck's sake! How does
Uh,
it? Oh my god.
Still, it's not a botch. Still, zero
Not
successes.
fair,
So,
yeah.
still same effect. So the one then going normally. So that would be this much. So one hits you. You can attempt to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
It's
In a
Dex
court of
athletics,
law,
right?
you are not hit until you have attempted and failed your defensive action, Demi.
Excuse me?
He is not hit or damaged until he has failed to dodge.
What do you... I mean, yeah, that's why I want him to dodge first. Hold
Right.
up. Before you dodge, because you are getting outnumbered, you do get penalties on this on all actions. So that would actually be... So, yeah, I'm not going to play with the 9+1s and stuff like that right now. So, but it would be a difficulty of 9 essentially.
Yeah, Treblana is engaged in the same furball. Could count it as a 2-1 outnumber.
2-1, but there's still 3 people that are on his ass. That's 3. Well, sure, I'll go with that then. So roll difficulty 8 then.
Pepe fucking hands. Hey! Got that?
Nice. So the first one you dodge.
Holy shit, man.
Hold on, Kraft, I'm gonna try and delete 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's what I was fucking hoping for.
Try and dodge.
I can't do it
this
all
one.
at once, they have armor.
Trusted you guys. That's all I'm gonna
So
say.
you don't take any more difficulty or dice penalties yet.
Oh, so
Actually,
close.
not all. So this one will hit, and just to confirm the last one. So this one is still 5.
I hear
and
nasty
6.
rumor that battle axes are strength +3.
These aren't battle
Noobs!
axes. I'm playing. These are
Oh, well.
lumberjack ones. I'm playing. So you're able to negate some damage. Okay, so the first one only has 1 success, so it's a bare hit. So damages, strength, then potence adds +1, and then the lumberjack axe, which I'm playing similar to a fire axe because it's not technically a hand axe. It's bigger than that, 2-handed. Is a +3, so that would be 7. 4 + 7. No, 4 + 3, 7. 7 dice at 6.
Craft, before we proceed any further, just out of curiosity, do you have any nice disciplines at higher
8 points.
levels than I do? Asking for a friend.
You can attempt to soak this. These aren't
Rolls
aggravated.
a
These
lonely stamina dice.
You take 4 damage, Craft. Though technically you'd have dice penalties at this point, but I'm not going to count that. Unless you want to reroll with less dice, because technically it should go one at a time. My mistake on that part. Do you want to reroll with less dice? Or unless you want to spend a willpower.
I'll spend a willpower. Let's do this properly.
In that case, you just keep the same result.
Yeah.
So,
I don't
Three
think I will get
successes,
a
so plus
better,
2.
you know.
I mean, at this point, you might as well have tried.
Holy shit! I survived. I'm crippled. I'm fucking crippled. Oh my
I
god.
hate to say
I
this, but
fucking did
my
it.
last roll on the 4th attack is a difficulty 9. And I don't trust the dice in a situation like this, Craft. I'm so sorry in advance of what's about to happen.
I fucking
So
trusted you guys.
you guys see Severin whoosh the blind man and miss his. You see him dodge expertly out of the other one, and you can see that there's a bit of like a little bit of a small smile, almost like, oh, I'm doing it. Shunk shunk. Oh fuck.
Just start bailing on his back.
They fucking you're so close to missing too. The fucking cuck.
And you're crippled, so you're going down on the ground. Not dead, I will know.
Yeah, I'm not dead. I'm not dead.
That's
Not
dead.
yet. Not yet.
Lambert, you can roll. I believe Tenebration 3 was manipulation occult.
Light them up, son.
Was it though I don't. You only wanted to summon the shadows. You didn't actually specify to attack anybody with the shadows, right?
Tentacles are autonomous.
I didn't specify anyone to attack, but they have independent actions once they're summoned.
Shouldn't you be
He
able to
has to be
control them?
conscious. He doesn't have to.
I am capable to, but I don't have to. They have independent actions, namely 1 action per.
La Sombra don't have to spend actions in order to get the shadows to do shit.
Yeah, it's very minor, if I remember
Yeah, he
right.
just has to be conscious.
Yeah. Let me read it real quick.
The book specifies difficulty 7, so.
Each success caster desires they may spend each tentacle is 4. Controlling the tentacle requires a moderate amount of concentration on the part of the caster. The tentacles receive 1 independent action. They act in concert as the caster directs. So yeah, you don't have to. It doesn't take your action. It just you can tell them what to do. So roll the manipulation of Cola, difficulty 7. Let's see how many you summon. 3. Where would you? So you wanted them across the door. So I will, for specificity's sakes, color them black, and just be like one's. Yeah, this is how shadows looks like, guys. 1 here, 1 here at the other door, and where do you want the third one? Kind of has to be near the walls where shadows are more likely to be.
Top of the
Actually,
door
no,
frame.
can be under the stairs. Yeah, can be at those parts as well. Where would you like them, Adolphus? The last
I
one.
wanted to guard the door, so here.
A little bit far away from the extra door, but guarding the door. Sure, I'll say that works. So you can just place another one right here. So they're essentially kind of taking those. So now putting them properly. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 here.
That's another
Okay.
one for the ST
And
bingo,
I'll,
by the way. Demi getting frustrated with all the crap the players want to do that he isn't happy with.
Don't worry about it. So you summon the tentacles, and as I said, they're not independent. You control what they do. It's more of you share their turn. Like they do their own action, but they're not self-thinking. You tell them what to do. So you specify not to attack, just mostly to guard the doorway to like prevent them from coming in, essentially.
No. Guard it in an aggressive fashion, as in attack anyone who comes near it that is not part of my group.
That works. Okay, so then they're gonna go on, the ones that they were summoned closest to. So you can roll the attack for that.
I do believe this one is without armor and blind.
Indeed. High success. Rolling. Trying to see where the fucking thing is. Oh, it guys to dexterity rating equal to obtain abrasion. So it's obtain abrasion, and yeah, roll your obtain abrasion rating for hitting essentially these peeps.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty should be 6. It's just like regular hitting. So 1 hits. By the way, which are you going from? Blind. Which one are you starting from? Okay. So it's the blind guy and that. Okay, got it. Next one, hits. The last one misses. Okay, so the first one, as it constricts and it's going to be aggressive, it does do damage. So by using dexterity attack for strength plus 1 points of bashing damage, it says. Cool. So you can, and it has the obtain abrasion rating. So it's your obtain abrasion rating plus 1 points, and then the success is for damage. So, math.
So 6 dice.
Let me just check your obtain abrasion rating, and I'll tell you. So obtain abrasion 5, 6. Yes, for the first one, it's 6 dice for damage.
At difficulty 6.
Yes.
6 successes.
That's on the blind fuck.
I would like to spend the willpower
okay.
to switch my remaining attacks on the kill stealer.
Hold up. So 6 successes. This is bashing, so they can regularly soak this. The armor will help. So this is
The blind one
6
doesn't
dice
have
against
armor
6.
anymore.
Right, because you destroyed that. You were focusing on that one. So no armor, but instead only 4 dice. Okay. So it takes 5 damage. Jesus, this guy is on 1 HP, so he's basically crippled. You can
Wait.
see him,
Wow, I
falling.
dealt 2 to him, and Treblana did 1.
Right, because they changed the target. He's down, actually. Now, I'm still forgetting that you didn't focus this one, you focused on the one on the left. So, going on that, this one, as it sort of grabs, and it's, Treblana, you can see him sort of blind, wailing around, and that tentacle just sort of plucks him out so bad. You can see actually that around his knee, it breaks his knee, and he sort of pulls back, he comes down, and hits his head really hard.
No, my prank!
On the ground. on the ground, and you can hear the clunk of a broken skull. Do damage, please, on the other one. This one, so would have, I believe, 8 dice because due to the extra 2 successes.
Demi's enjoying my rolls.
So this one does have armor.
Which gets destroyed, doesn't it?
It will get destroyed, but it is able to soak that 1 hit and then never again. So that's 6 dice is 6. So he takes 3 damage, and he's basically fucking constricted now.
He's grabbed, yeah.
Yeah, he's grabbed. You can see as well, this one sort of grabs in and starts pulling, squeezing, the feet over there, and it's not nice. You can hear stuff breaking in there.
Domhnall remembers when he
crunch.
dug pit traps that one time with spikes.
Yeah, and for the armor destruction, as it sort of clutters around, going into the underbelly of the armor and sort of like pulsating, like trying to like squeeze them really hard. The leather armor sort of just like where it's affixed, just sort of like almost as if it was like too big for him, just sort of clicks, plops off and falls down. And for the last one, misses.
So the remaining
Allah Akbar.
nearest threat is the one that got missed here, I believe.
Yes. So you can go for him.
Okay. Again, I'm so sorry, Severin.
Don't worry about it. So this is your
Second attack.
next one.
So it goes to 9 at 7. I'm just gonna roll the attacks.
Hits. Yeah.
Then the next is 8 at 8. And then we
Nice.
have 7 at
And the last
9.
one. Correct.
Holy
Ooh.
shit.
Oh, nice.
Thank fuck.
Roll the damage now, please.
Okay, one of those was obviously a rat arrow. In case that needs to be stated.
Don't worry about it. I don't think you're gonna. So that's 2. Let me just soak real quick. Actually, yeah, just roll all of them first. So 2, 2,
Wow.
2. Well,
Good
might take
job.
damage. So it doesn't. This the single hits do not go above the armor.
It needs to go over double
so-
the armor's rating to destroy it. So,
Yep, and these are +2s. So 6 dice at 6 for the first one. Soaks it all. Soaks it. Clinks fucking off. And the last one. Yeah, no. You go all 3 arrows, and one of them just goes off, skids on the fucking armor. The next one hits right on it, right just where you wanted it to, but you just feel that you see just the arrow break in half. It's like, okay, that's not good. And the last one just goes and doesn't do any damage either. He's just all 3 arrows deflected essentially. So that's the multiple action turns. Nobody had anything additional. Lambert.
I'd like to back away from the door now
You
and
can
get behind Mr. I've got losing to do.
understandable. What would your tentacles like to do? You can tell them what to do. Keep on attacking or
Keep attacking, of course.
seize Severin.
Understandable.
Finish him.
let me just put that X so it's noticeable. Okay. The followers. The two that were the one that got grabbed is going to turn around, sort of surprised at this thing, is going to try and go for the arm. The one that wasn't hit is still going to go for you. And the one that's down here, sort of seeing all the arrows and see. Actually, no, never mind. Severin's down, by the way, crippled. So I'm not going to do that because kind of already deadish.
Cripple doesn't mean
Is
that
it
he
falling
automatically
down?
falls. Just that he can't move without crawling. Effectively.
Yeah.
Fair, but he doesn't really have anything to hold on himself there either. So, but all right. Though they would be trained in this to a degree. Yeah, that one's gonna go for you. Trying to still see about that. The one's gonna go for the arm, and the one over here, seeing that
Which one? What? I can't see where you've been clicking.
the one up here.
Oh, that one's going for me.
Yeah. Trying
These
to
two.
finish you off, seeing this one that's being grappled is going to try and go for the fucking arm to any degree. And the one that just took 3 arrows in quick succession, and seeing that Severin's about to falling down, and the other guy is sort of raising his axe, is going to turn, look to you, Domhnall, and just is going to go for you. Jablana, what would you like to do?
I need a meat shield.
Oh,
My old
okay.
one is broken.
Oof. I want to move forward and attack this guy with Accolade Embrace again. Also, I'd like to bloodbath a bit, my dexterity to be exact.
Go for it. How much?
Just 2. I can't spend anymore.
Okay. Domhnall, what would you like to do?
See, I have so many options here, right? So many options. once he's in melee with me, I assume I can't really keep shooting him. Or can I?
Not really. Especially with a longbow. I would probably give you a difficulty increase if you try with a short bow or smaller device, but a longbow you need room for that.
Okay. Do I want to go spicy, guys, or do I want to try and be saner about this?
Do as your heart demands.
Jesus Christ.
How spicy can I get here, really? To make things nasty. Oh, that's such a dick move. Demi, how hard a time would he have if he was moving through here?
He'd have to cross to Severin, a dead body, and an arm. It's not impossible. Just I'd probably have to roll a dexterity athletics to see if he trips over something
great.
in the meantime.
If I was to move through here, just over the dead body and past the tentacle, say to here, and shoot him across, how hard would that be?
Well, you'd have a decent shot, but I think I'd also have to have you roll dexterity. You're going upstairs, passing near Treblana, between Treblana and Severin, who's going basically on the ground, dead bodies getting flailed still by the fucking arm and being dropped, and there's an arm there.
Would I roll dexterity athletics as part of my normal move, or would this be a separate issue?
I think this falls under the multiple actions rule, because you're trying to do multiple things.
Okay, so he would be coming at me before I finished with that. Okay. I want to be spicy about this. I really do.
And I don't want to die.
Don't worry about it, Severin.
Okay. I'm gonna split 3 ways. Actually, before I do that.
Okay.
Severin is down. Do I see the guy that's going for him here?
I'd say that you'd be able to.
Okay, so 3 actions. First one, shooting at the guy going for Severin.
Okay.
Second action, dodge. Third action, draw the battle axe. After drop the bow and draw. Yeah.
In that order.
I assume dropping it is a free action, but
yeah, drop. You don't have to.
So
roll
yeah,
for dropping.
shoot, dodge, battle axe, and my dexterity is gonna start to fade because I buffed to 7. So, fuck it, spend 2 more, buff it to 9.
Yep, refreshes essentially. Okay. Severin, you're still in the game. You're crippled. What would you like to do? You can see that one individual is still coming straight at you, trying to use his floppy axe for more kinetic damage on your body.
If I spend a willpower and try to run back,
You can, because you can ignore wound penalties.
so I'll spend 1 willpower, 1 on celerity, so I can do 2 actions, 1 to dodge and 1 to fucking run away, so I can heal up. Holy fuck!
That fall under multiple, not under multiple action. I don't think you kind of have a good entrance. You don't have to dexterity athletics, but we can go with that. Spend a willpower. You spend time moving, and you reserve an action for dodging.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even need celerity for that, to be honest.
Oh, then I will butt buff my fucking dex 1 more.
Since oh wait, yeah, no, you're dodging, so you can't really heal at the same time without rolling.
Yeah, I'll heal later.
Stressful
I'm
action.
spending the willpower. I'm trying to fucking,
Yeah, and the guards will continue
get some
up to
fucking cover.
fuck individuals.
And then
So-
while I'm healing, I could probably like Dread Gaze or some shit.
So as the guards turn, they're gonna continue up fucking. The one torch girl over here gets impaled and geficked. The one guard here dies, but not before also getting that guy dead. This guy also dies, and this guy gets lumberjacked. So the last two guards, so that sort of look to the other actors, just like yeah, yeet, and go on to the last two remaining individuals.
As long as I survive, there will be plenty of blood for me to heal with. That's the goal here right now.
So, Severin, you are wounded, but you sort of seeing that the axe is coming, you sort of force yourself to just like get up,
Serpentine, bitch,
and, like,
serpentine.
and you just sort of like very niche. You can see him; he's torn up. There's no big cuts, and it's like his body shouldn't be standing, and he stands up full fucking power, and it's just like. And you can see him like he's ready. He's like he looks like a man. And he turns around and goes down the stairs.
Perfectly reasonable, Domhnall approves. Sound tactical choice in this situation. Shouldn't have been in there in the first
Yeah, no.
place.
I trusted you guys to deal more damage. Fuck me, man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, for sake time, move you down here. You're going down the stairs and the whatnot.
Yeah.
Not going to have you roll dexterity athletics, but you do have
Okay.
a dodge reserved. Remember that.
Yeah, I do have a dodge reserved.
Domino,
What?
as Severin sort of gets up and it's like, no, you fool, stay down. You see it just move. It's like, oh, I have a clear shot now.
Just. Fucker. I currently
Go
have
for
a
it.
dice pool of Dex Archery of 13, which means that it goes down to 12.
Indeed.
I would like to
That will
delete a fucker, if I may.
Please do damage first.
Wow.
Oh, it's just her.
That roll. Jesus.
So you see
Aye.
you land the perfect hit, going. You can hear the arrow so beautifully go along the wind, straight in between the guy's eyes. But then you remember the sort of helmets and the stuff. The little iron part right here between the nose just goes, falls off, and the guy with the axe just goes like stunned for like a millisecond. It's like that was so close to death itself.
Cursed.
Cursed indeed. Your actions come later. Chablana, you wanted to go up and Gadu the guy.
Yeah.
You're not coming from what is it called? Stealth, obfuscate. So this is going to have to be a dexterity brawl. And if you're aiming for the head specifically,
No, I'm not aiming for the head. I'm aiming for the head for the limb. I believe I said
for what?
the limb, like you know the weapon,
Yeah,
the one he has the weapon with.
Oh, yeah, that can either be one of the hands then. Still, I think that takes a +1 difficulty because of the target. So,
Yeah.
roll for it, and I can move you gladly up.
What's my brawl? All right.
That'll definitely hit. And you go for what is presumably the closest arm that he's like holding biggest, and that's his like right arm, right? And well, let me just actually just roll. He's probably he's gonna fucking get yoked, but with that arm, yeah, no, he just. So you go for as he sort of thinks, and sort of an arrow bounces off, and he's surprised. You take that opportunity to just go and
You're welcome,
grab
bitch.
his arm. And as you grab his arm and you start straining, you can feel already that the hold you're having is so goddamn weak. Like the strength has just been sapped out, and he sort of yelps out. And as you sort of release and pull back, the axe sort of just almost instinctively falls down as he sort of loses, his main arm essentially. And he's just looking at his arm, all shriveled up and old, and it's like, what the fuck?
Perfect.
Okay, next go the followers. So, the. I'm going to start with this one first. That one is going to. I'm going to roll willpower for them since I'm not going to really be spending willpower. To change his attack action to from Severin to you, Triguana. And he's going to be trying to. I'm going to give him a penalty for this. But he's going to essentially try and pick up the axe with all of his might and sort of just swing at you with one hand. He will be taking penalties.
Doesn't
for
he
this.
need to split already as well then?
He still has it ready with one hand, which is why I'm saying that he's going to turn that two-handed into a one-handed, but he's going to take penalties for it. Since he does have the normal strength to
Okay,
be able
boomer.
to at least kind of... Fuck you. So let me first see if he can, change his action. That is difficulty of 8. Yeah, no. He sort of just looks at you, and that shot goes to a bit of rage, and he's going to attempt to go for you. So, gonna have the dexterity and the melee, which is going to be that. Penalty for offhanded is +1 for doing this.
But wait, he should be at like one lower die too, because he should be at like hurt because of 2 egg.
That is true.
And he's
so
also
that
splitting,
and,
so the dice... Oh wait, no, he isn't. You said he isn't, right? But try not to kill Redomer. We kind of need someone still standing.
Don't worry, because going with a two-handed weapon and things, that would be +1/+1, I'd say, for time being. So that's difficulty 8. It does hit. 4 dice. So the damage he deals is... I'm going to reduce the... It's not usually using his full strength. I'm going to reduce his strength, actually, because that makes more sense in that case. So that's going to be... I'm going to go with -1 strength, so that's 2 plus 3, so that's only 5 dice. Actually, never mind. Plus the potent, so that's 6 dice.
You have a lot of soak, right, skeleton lady?
As he sort of release his arm, you see him sort of focus on you, and you can see almost like the veins sort of popping like a little bit on his left arm as he sort of really pulls up and just goes for the one slice over your body. And it's really clumsy, it's really messy, but when it hits like a motherfucker. And is that your soak dice?
Yeah, like 3 stamina, 1 armor, and like my
Remember when you had armor?
And he goes for it, and you can feel that it's a heavy hit, but you sort of brace for it a bit, and it hits. It rips your armor off. It goes away, right? It rips it in half. But you look down, you don't feel pain, not a single trace left on you. And he looks a bit more shocked and angry now. It's like, but that was the best they got, Mom.
Remember my armor? What armor?
I would just like to use the opportunity to say it will all be over soon. Like, with like a smile.
Okay. The one that's over here that's constricted, just trying to find, but he was being dealt with. He would want to attack it, which I believe gives a +2 difficulty, if I remember right.
Unless it's clarified in Dark Ages, like V20 doesn't have a option to attack from the submissive position and grapple, so we just homebrewed it for things that, have the ability, so it's kind of up to you.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm more used to that. And not fighting in grapples, yeah.
Shh! Don't tell him that his pointless descriptions for nothing are worthless. Let him learn that on his own as the players go to sleep ever so slowly.
Fuck you. So it does actually hit.
I, for one, enjoy them.
Wow. See, guys,
I enjoy
Demi, as long as you're enjoying yourself, it's okay.
Kill yourself. I need you to soak that with for your tentacle. And which I believe was supposed to be your... going back and forth. Aggravated damage. When that's not taken, it soaks non-aggravated damage by rolling stamina plus fortitude equal to the caster's rating. So, how much fortitude and stamina you have? Roll at 6.
It's very underwhelming.
Don't worry about it. 2. Actually, that's even enough to actually survive. So that tentacle, essentially, he sort of slices like a good part of it. It's still barely holding by the very essence of shadow, but he's still grappled in that.
Excellent.
And the last one, that will be just heading down the stairs, casually, accidentally sort of flips it a bit, seeing you, Domino. He's gonna go for you. So that's 5 at 6.
Do you believe, Demi?
I believe.
I have Swift, so that won't apply. But still, give me the best you have. Nope.
Yeah. Seeing, near the wall and things, he goes for a nice little sweep to the right side, thinking, nah, there's no chance you're gonna fucking dodge this. And you just sort of duck real quick and come up. As you sort of go for the fucking battle axe, and he's like, oh no, I'm in trouble now.
So I believe that this is a difficulty 6 now, because +2 for drawing.
Just before we get to you, we're not still done. There's still Lambert to take care of. So Lambert, for your tentacles, one's gonna go on this one, one's gonna go on the other one, and this one still technically has somewhat of an avenue of shadow as the other one's coming down. So just roll for attacks on all of them.
You know, that dude attacking me really fucked himself because he's about to be grappled in my face.
I'm presuming you're going from left left and then down, right?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So hits.
Do tentacles have wound penalties?
Don't think so. No.
No, not as far as I know.
Nope. Oh, all hit. You can apply damage. With the last one getting a +1 due to successes.
And that was
your
6, right?
Your Obtenebration rating +1. Oh yeah, for you it's 6.
And the
last
last
one
one gets
7.
What was the difficulty for this again? 6?
Just 6. So that's the first one. That's okay. Keep rolling damage. 2. Yeah. So for the one over there up the top, his armor is gonna go away, but for still applies for this round. So that will be 6 dice at 6th for the soak. Takes 1 damage. As the sort of tentacle goes on him and starts just starting to hit his near his ankles, trying to cripple that and break his bones in there. The next one soaks completely. That's the one fighting up here. He's sort of being ready, sort of cutting it near there, tries to hold it off and scrapes it enough not for it to really hit in there. And the last one, same as that. They are all constricted as they sort of latch on and grab. Okay, and you wanted yourself to sort of pull back into the a little bit inside, right?
I was hiding behind Domino.
Technically pulled back. So yeah, you hide behind Domino, and you also get a small glimpse of the essentially of the axe that sort of comes nearby you then essentially. But doesn't hit you, doesn't hit Domino. Now, multiple actions. So you took the dodge, so you just have to do for the picking up the battle axe, which is going to be a
the total dice pool would be normally 11, so this goes to 9 at 6.
Should be, yeah. Nah. As you sort of dodged the one axe and you had your battle axe ready, you sort of just replace it, and with your strength as well, you fling it to your other hand and you sort of hold it there and get ready and just look at the guy as Konichiwa,
My
motherfucker.
ancestors are smiling on me, Imperial!
Lambert, what would you like to do? Lambert? Hi, Adolphus Beer.
Sorry, I couldn't unmute myself for a second there.
Similar, presuming?
I'm gonna summon more tentacles.
You can't. What you can do, well, you technically can. You have to redo the power and hope that it gets more tentacles out this time.
There must be some check on your power, La Sombra.
Yeah, otherwise you have like...
Imagine if you could have unlimited amount of tentacles. Not broken at all.
There is one power that can do it as written, just keep re-upping itself and growing stronger every time. And that one is supposed to be scary precisely because it can do that. And that's the Bali Hellfire.
Oh.
Well, I'll do that then. Screw it.
You're gonna resummon? Okay, keep the result. Not gonna cut you on that. But just note that the ones dropped and we'll get to you later. They're not really there yet. The followers, the one that's still constricted is still gonna go for it, seeing that it's near, its lifespan. This one that just got constricted is like holding dearly, but is still in range and is gonna try really fucking hard to go for you, Treblanna, with once again as much power as it can. The one appears constricted but didn't take any damage, sort of looks at you, and yeah, you know what? I should probably also learn how to do this myself to quicken it up. But I'm going to split for most of them. They're going to try and... Actually, no, they can't. They're constricted. So they're going to just focus their attacks. The one in front of you, Donald, still going to go for you. Ignoring the little thing that's about to fucking crush and just yeet you with a fucking axe.
I think you need a special move to split attacks anyway. So, unless there's one you can think of for melee, it's...
Nah, it's more of trying to have them dodge as well, but then I remember they're constricted, they can't move anyway, so just fuck that.
Well, they're not being actively held down, they're just grabbed, so they can sort of, kind of.
Fair, but that's going to complicate things by now. So, they're just going to continue as they are. Treblanna.
Yes. Well, I would this time actually I would like attempt to like split. Actually, I want to first of you to do like the other limb and try to eat that too. But the second one, just try to dodge.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, it's just -1 for the first one.
Yep. Domino.
I would like to reach my full power and buff my dexterity to 10.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
I am speed.
You tried buffing your strength if you want the kill steal.
I'm pretty sure just like after a couple of turns it starts either decaying or instantly goes away, and I want that to stay as long as possible, so I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah.
And frankly, I'd rather not go hungry, so I'm just gonna, spend only the 1 blood point, and I'm gonna split between the big yeet and the dodge. The big yeet coming first.
Understandable, good sir. Have a nice day. Severin, you go down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And you look behind you, no danger, and in that second small sense of relief that nothing's chasing you, the pain, it comes back.
Yeah. All he...
I'm pretty sure some of
That's
those
all
bits should be on the inside.
Yup. Yeah, you're trying to like basically you're hurt. You're barely holding on. By the way, you're trying to stop yourself from going down.
Can I heal and then prepare a dodge action too, in case some fuck comes after me still?
I'd say no.
Okay, fuck it. I'm just healing.
Yeah, because you have to either focus on healing, You could still roll to heal and keep the dodge, but at that point it's not multiple action. So if you want to regularly heal, you can do that no cost. The guards that are remaining, they keep on fighting. You can see from a little bit of the angles that you guys have. They're wary. The other ones are also wary. It's a close fight.
How was it if I want to heal and dread gaze?
Same thing.
Same thing. It's essentially you have to take the entire action to focus on the healing in the midst of combat, right? Otherwise, if you have to spend I think stamina survival at 8 to sort of do it instinctively. So Severin, you can heal.
Yeah, I'll just heal. Fuck it. I'm
Okay.
almost dead here. Jesus fuck, man. It doesn't look that bad either right now. It looks pretty good. We are winning.
Focusing the blood on the bit of the places, you can see, the things that are supposed to be inside of your body almost kind of like just slowly start slurping in back, almost as something's pulling them in, and it feels really bad in your stomach and place where you got hurt. But the pain's starting to be less than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Domino,
That's nice.
give me the big E.
Okay, so I would have 12 dice in this pool, so that goes down to 11 at 6.
Indeed. That'll hit.
I don't think my specialties apply here, so it's just straight up.
Do you have a melee specialty
No, I just
for
have Swift.
access? Yeah, no, Swift doesn't apply here.
So, right. So, strength +4 +4.
From potence, yeah.
No, it's strength +3 from the
Strength-
axe.
Strength plus 4. Strength plus 4 is the axe. Because it's
It's
battle
a
axe.
+4, not +3. I thought it was +3.
These ones, they're for lumberjacks. You have a battle axe. That's meant to be like, the real big one.
Okay. I mean, I will take 12 dice of damage if you're giving it to me.
Yeah, no. That's the point of the battle axe. It's a lot bigger, and it's the one that has like two sides. Essentially. So the armor's gonna break on that bitch. But let's see if you do damage. So he still technically has it for a little bit of the soak. Can soak lethal. Yep. So 6 dice at 6. You go for it. You cleave in. You hit like sort of the shoulder area, and you can feel the axe go in, and you feel it go in. A decent amount. But for an axe that size and things, the fucker's still holding. But whoo, still some damage.
Should have prepared it with rat. My mistake.
Should have buffed straight, bitch. Jablana, you can go for the dexterity brawl.
All right.
Focusing the other arm, still +1 difficulty.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, no. You feel he's coming for the other hit, and especially since the little tentacle is like helping you him off balance a bit, you take that opportunity to just like slap his arm as you put the necromancy arm, and he just sort of flutters, and the axe drops from his hands, and well, he's got spaghetti arms. What do you want? They're literally limp as fuck.
Go to sleep, sweet prince.
But you can feel, he's taking a bit of damage. He's barely standing there, and he's
Let's see that fortitude
he's a
roll.
certified cripple. Yeah, technically, but it's still going to be crippled. Okay, still hanging on, barely, but in there. And the other going that follower's turn. So, this one doesn't have an axe. So I think I'm gonna do what is considered a smart move. And
He's grappled, don't forget.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. What would he do in this chance? You know what? That is a thing actually that I think he would do. Especially in the era of Fanaticist Loyalist. This is going to be done at a difficulty of 9. but he's going to attempt to just leap at you and bite you with his regular
I
fucking
think
teeth.
that's just straight up bashing or even bashing -1 in the book.
Yeah. It's not good at all.
Hey, if he gets to the blood, he can start healing.
That's true. The other one is going to try and see about finishing. Gonna see about finishing that one off. So let's first go with the bite. So, oh, this is cursed. So he's entangled. I think he still has his armor on. So that's that. The brawl. So that's this much. +2 difficulty because it's not clinched, he's not ready, and +1 because he's there. Yeah, I'm rolling this at a difficulty of 9. Well, he lands a bite. He tries to aim for essentially anywhere that he can get a grab on. He's not really specifying, so no damage, none of that stuff. But so he has, yeah, I'm gonna go with strength -1 because it's just regular fucking teeth. Like, what the fuck is that gonna do? So that's 3 dice of damage. That's 6. Now, he goes for the chomp, and you're surprised he even lands on you, considering, you know, things are holding him back. He's barely moving. He's just trying to leap at you, like, with his spaghetti arms, and he just goes, But he bites you for all you're worth, but it doesn't do anything. The combination of a little bit of the cloth that you somehow still have dangling away and you being a vampire just doesn't do
If ever
anything.
there was a child material, that is it right there. I say we make him a fucking Malkavian like he deserves.
The one over here is still going to go for the attacks, though he's at 4. So that is a 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that is doot. -1, -2, -3. Okay, so that's only this much. Cursed at 8. Nah, the other guy, you know, being a bit damaged, being in an awkward position, he tries to dangle off that little piece of shadow that's barely holding him, but is just not finding any leeway into it. And the one that's going on you, Dom.
He's technically engaged with two. Me and the shadow.
True. Especially because since he's a thing. So we'll give him a +1. Especially because he's been clinched. So that is...
I mean, if he's being grappled, since it landed, that's another +2.
What, difficulty?
Yeah, because he's attacking from submissive position.
Yeah. That is true. He's being pulled back away from you. So dexterity, melee, so that's still 5 dice. This would be a difficulty of 8 because he's just hitting you regularly. You could dodge.
But he's outnumbered. Shouldn't it be 9?
Right, I'm doing math wrong in my fucking head for some reason. Hey, that's the...
Can I keep him, Demi?
No. So I'm going to deal with this. Going for the axe, trying to sort of yank out, sort of going with the axe, trying to lift up. He yeah, that's what I'm going to do. As he sort of goes for you, and the tentacle at that moment, perfect time, he just sort of yoinks, and on his stair, where he's now trying to go for you, grappling, he sort of just gets pulled under and just starts falling down the stairs. Like, he's still being grappled, but he goes onto the floor. And, well...
falls on his own X-blade.
I'm going to say that would be... That speed, let's see if you can soak 3 damage. Bashing, that would be, obviously. The armor would still apply because there's technically a helmet and stuff like that. No, so he takes 2 damage. As you can hear a sizable crunch as he's just lying there in front of you, axe at the side at this point, and you can see that his head's starting to bleed and stuff like that. Okay. That's them bitches. Lambert, your tentacles are gonna do work.
He was resummoning.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, he's resummoning. He's still got 3 tentacles. So at this point, the tentacles sort of just drop on everybody, and you can see that they're going away. And you just feel that some new ones are coming around. So where are you gonna spawn them? Just sort of point, and I'll drag these black tokens around. And a third one. All right.
You know, Chris, if you're fast enough, you can probably make one of them into a vampire.
Its combat this has taken less than a minute in game. We can make all of them into vampires.
Indeed. They're still being placed on aggressive, right, right, Lambert?
Yeah.
So you can go on each of them again. Just roll.
Actually, thinking about it, would you guys want to? Would you have made it clear you want to take prisoners?
We have made no such discussion or agreement. If someone
character,
comes
yeah.
at us, we put them in the ground was the furthest we went.
Okay, then they're gonna be fucking corpses.
So roll for your attacks. Starting from the guy from the left, let's say. And then same procedure. Left, right, down. Hit. Nice. Okay then. So roll for the first one for damage. So that should be for you, I believe, 7 dice. It does nothing. It comes out, it grabs, and it tries to crusp, but doesn't feel like it didn't just sort of clasp hard enough. There's 3 rounds and out rule. Yeah. Cursed indeed. The next damage is which one? Oh, so 0 then 1 success. Okay, and the last.
Last is going to be what, 9?
Plus 3. So that was 7 dice with 2. Yeah, 9. 3 successes.
I'm sorry, Domino. Your child is dead.
Not for
So
long.
going forward. So that one up there. Okay, yeah, still had the armor, I think. That one still had clasped. It's the one on the left that didn't.
Guys, we really
those
should
at
turn the
6.
noodle arms and put him down a well or something.
That one soaks, and the last one 3 damage, which is the one below that still has armor.
Wait,
Soaks
the one
it all.
below doesn't have armor.
The one
Yeah,
down
he
here.
took a battle axe, didn't he?
How
Yeah,
much
he
damage-
lost his armor. It broke.
It's damage before you roll to soak with the armor, and that was like 6, and he soaked 4 of it.
Right. Fair enough. Does it then. So let me just re-roll that in real quick. So that would be then just 4. So that does another 3. Yeah, he's out. Actually.
Incapped or dead?
Exactly 0.
Incapped.
Mhm.
Excellent.
So as you sort of hold you at the side this time as it goes and he's on the thing, you sort of grab him on the other side and sort of like as he's lying there prone, just grab that one leg and just sort of pull it real hard, making him do like a spread leg sort of situation. It sort of
Oof.
grabs, and you can you can feel the little cracks at the pelvis area, and you can feel his head also like clonking a bit on the as he's sort of being pulled on the stairs
I
as
don't
well.
want him anymore. You broke the important bits.
Oh,
This is literally
poor dear.
this is literally how a kid plays with things. You just like spread it in half until it breaks. It's like, mommy, it's broken. I don't want to play with it anymore. So yeah, that guy's also out. You know what? For fucking narrative purposes, they're fucking out. Let's just go with that. This one's noodle armed. This one's getting fucked no matter what.
We have prisoners.
Yeah, Domino would
yay.
like to just make sure that he grapples probably one of the ones that the guards are fighting, so we have one prisoner who's capable of speaking before the party slaughters them.
That's if we're gonna go with that. I was gonna do it, but then roll me a luck die essentially, because for both of the guards to see if how they do essentially.
2 luck dice or 1?
2. One going left. One is the left one. One's the right one. So on the right one, the guard, you just see him like get sliced over here, like at the right, and it's a decent size because that was a fucking axe, like it's so close to decapitation. Actually, no, that was a 1. He gets decapitated. Fuck that. With the 5 though, I'd say that the ghoul is currently bleeding out, and the guard that he's fighting with is like just barely limping, like on like 1 HP. He's on 1 HP, like he's on the fucking floor after that fight. But the guard is also in cap, bleeding out. The ones over here, well, I'm gonna give you that choice then. You have noodle arms and just regular dude. What do you want to do with them?
No, fuck that. I leave that to the others.
Right.
I'm going for the one that's
Yeah.
free in case he tries to run.
I'll go with that. Lambert, you can choose the fate of the person on the right. Shablana, you can choose the fate of the person on the left.
I want him as a prisoner for now.
Okay.
Well, if Blind to make noodle arms is going to be the prisoner, I guess this one gets a fun fucking death of smashing his head on the ground.
Yeah, no. The tentacle is able to eventually just grab up, slither up, and as he's sort of fighting, it gets actually into a perfect position, and the tentacle sort of grabs him by the head and just slams, like, puts him under and just slams him down on the ground, and you just hear.
F.
The other one, Noodle Arms, is still trying to bite through your skin, Shablana, but, you know, just one little maneuver, and, well, you didn't even have to do a maneuver. You just be like, tap, tap. He's your prisoner. Don't worry about it. He can't do much. But, yeah. So, we're going to end combat for the time being, because fuck combat.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have a, well, noodle arm prisoner. One guy that is also barely alive, a bleeding guard. And you also do have this one guard who, you know, sappy at his decapitation, sort of looks at you all, seeing that everybody's down and the like, sees, you know, Noodle McGee over there and just like,
Domino just
banzai.
towards him.
Yeah, no, he's gonna banzai as well, and you just fucking like tap as you go in. He tries to go for, you know, the axe swing. You just fucking tackle him to the ground. Axe goes away, and well, you have a choice what to do with
I'm
him.
gonna ask him a simple question. Are you gonna talk?
Punch.
I
Tries to
bite
punch
him.
you rather.
I need to feed. I'm gonna drain
Understandable.
this
How much
fucker.
are you so? You can get 10. Well, there's always a question. What happens if you drain a ghoul that has other
It
vampire
doesn't
blood in it?
bloodbind you, and you can't get it.
No. Yeah, so it's not 13, it's 10. Okay.
Okay.
So you can get 10 points back.
Okay, then I am full.
For the rest of you, I'm going to make a very simple decision. If you guys want to feed from some of the people here, you can. It'll refill. You can refill to full. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
You mentioned that I could preserve food, right?
Yes, I have, Trablana. You have a Swedish fucking buffet in front of you.
Well, I would like to, you know.
Just pulls down the mask, shows the razor shark teeth, just like, yes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but like minus like the prisoner, I will, you know, try to like recycle the corpses, and you know, like prepare what I can prepare, like essentially what I could carry.
I'm like,
I was just gonna presume like the others not gonna helping me to carry this shit out, so only what I can carry.
I'm actually gonna see
Fair
that
enough.
Trablana is starting to pull out the knife, start carving him. Just gonna encourage her to, I have a feeling this fucker won't want to talk, gesture at Noodle Arms. So why don't you show him what's gonna happen to him while he's, well, presumably dead, but still. Where he can see, for a change.
Oh, of course. I'm down to. I'm
With
down a
his
bit
no
anyway.
eyes.
No, like the eye guy is dead. Like that should be fine. Like I'm just gonna draw one of the corpses nearby and just start carefully and slowly dissect take out the liver and start eating it.
Just butchering a man in front of him.
Yeah, they are zealous, and so you can do me one thing. Roll me. Trying to be. What would this be? Manipulation, strength, intelligence. You know what? Because of how you're doing it, you can roll me an intelligence intimidation roll.
I wish to be
Cute.
assisting with that setup.
Okay, and
Like
what
essentially
way? Like sort
telling
of like
her to, show him exactly what's gonna happen to him and encourage her to make eye contact, and just do the creepy, guy from the sidelines.
you can do. This can be done in both manipulation or charisma intimidation, up to you.
Use charisma.
And your assistant. Roll a difficulty 6, just in general, Jablana. So that would be 7. Donald, what specialties?
Witty on charisma, that's it.
Don't think that would apply in this case.
Was I allowed to eat any corpses so I can?
Yeah,
feel
as
the heat?
I said, if you want to, fuel up, you can. There's enough corpses to go around. Jablana, any
Book knowledge, but I doubt it will help.
I don't. No, book knowledge would not help in this case. But that's 7 successes total. He sort of struggles at a bit, but as you delicately carve each piece, showing that you're a professional in your trade of business, he quickly silences and goes into shock, and then sort of is just like dumbfounded open, and you can see sweat coming out, like. And for posterity's sake, yeah, he pisses his pants too.
Blood, sweat.
No, this is a ghoul. These don't piss blood yet.
No. Humans can have blood, sweat.
Really?
In situations of extreme stress.
And then fucking next thing you see is his fucking hair turns white like Tokyo Ghoul. Fuck that. You know what? With 7 successes, fuck it. I'll do it. His hair turns white.
And this is the moment where our campaign became an anime.
Yeah,
So,
okay, it's not gonna.
What-
It's gonna
what
turn
state
slow.
are the people who are downed in? I know one of the baddies was incapacitated, the one was crippled.
The ghoul is. The ones over here is crippled. This one over to the left, crippled, and the guard is incapacitated and bleeding out. To be fair, they're both bleeding out, but the guard's having a more difficult time. The rest of the ones, well, you ate one. The rest kind of got killed, and the guards are just bleeding. The other guards are just dead. It was a bloodbath.
Okay, so the one here has bled out already.
Being fucking swollen like that, yeah, that's pelvis damage plus a lot of brain damage.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna.
Wait, none of the guards are savable, like our guards. None of them. I can't just go to one of them and give them a blood point, some blood, and hope
One
they
of
survive.
them is
Yeah.
savable.
One of them
A
is.
single one.
Yeah, if you wanna go for that
Like-
one, then go for it. I was gonna offer him anyway.
Like, they 4v6, which was supposed to be your situation. You guys 4v4. But, yeah. So, what are you doing with the ghoul? Are you gonna pour some blood down him, or?
I'm gonna ask him if he wants blood.
He doesn't respond. He's fucking unconscious. It's the baddie who's encapped. Who's crippled.
I'm gonna glance at the body.
He sort of looks up, but he's so dead inside and he's bleeding, and he tries to like somewhat crawl towards you, but almost no strength is left in him as he just sort of coughs up some blood as he tries to do that.
Domino is gonna give the guard like 3 blood points.
Okay.
This is probably... I mean, I know this is a no-no in vampire circles, but we kind of owe these fuckers.
Fair enough. You pour some of the blood in him, and you can see that the additional blood almost automatically starts being used, almost as if the body is wanting it. And you can see that the blooding stops slowing down as the wounds slowly start, closing up, and the blood stops spewing out as to the degree it is. And you think he'll probably be unconscious still for a while from the shock and the pain and stuff, but you think that the blood's now all internal where it's supposed to be.
And now he's gonna be a little bit crazy, because I put 3 points of Malkavian in him. Look at the crippled guy.
You should have let me do it. God damn it. He doesn't deserve to be crazy.
Domhnall,
I think that's a perfect
Domhnall,
idea.
figures that he's the one who fucked up the stealth, so he doesn't want you eating the fallout for violating someone else's property.
Okay then.
And
I mean, we're saving it, so and they did tell us, if use it if it's necessary. So
Here, I accidentally dropped all your china glasses all over, but I taped one back together with some glue as well, so it will probably be fine.
look, if somebody's missing their intestines, all you need to do is get some goat ones. Perfect replacement, am I right?
Fuck you! I have the most potent blood in this party, you disgusting fucking animals!
there's a reason you have the
We
most
love you
potent blood,
too.
Chris. And it's because we don't want to have more potent blood than you, because we know what happens if we have more potent blood than you.
What are you gonna do with the in-cap baddie?
The crippled one, you mean?
Yeah, fuck, why am I mixing up crippled and in-capped? Yes, the crippled
Just
one.
gonna ask him, so... Are you gonna cooperate?
And he starts blooding up. Doesn't even seem to
I'm
be
gonna go
truly
up to him.
listening to you.
And I'm gonna whisper in his ear, I know what you mean, and I'm gonna say the slogan.
Okay. He sort of stands there, sort of things, and he sort of woozied out. And as you sort of say that, you can actually see his muscles untense as he sort of almost as if there's like a phrase that he's been repeated to over and over again. It sort of untenses and his body stops, fighting the urge. He sort of passes
Whisper in
out.
his ear, Hail Hydra.
Yeah, Hail Hydra, and he passes out.
It's almost like they've been conditioned or something.
I have no fucking idea. Is there any blood left?
You look around the room. There's a lot of blood left.
I'm gonna refill back up to full. The 3 points I spent on the guard.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There's blood spilt, so I'd say, some is missing, so to say, but there's enough bodies to go around. Don't worry about it.
And, perhaps belatedly, since the immediate prisoner situation is handled, Auspex go on and start looking for threats, ingress points, etc.
Didn't one of them run away due to being present?
That's the one I tackled first, and it's like, ask him if he wants to talk, and then chomped.
Yeah, no, he decided Banzai was his last ditch effort.
No.
The presence one, there was one that was startled, but he got killed by one of the guards a bit earlier because of that.
Severin, you okay?
No response coming from the depths of hell.
F.
He's probably fine.
What about you, priest? You okay?
Not a scratch on me.
That's not what I meant. Been in a lot of battles before?
2 or 3 in my past. Infidels are a fun lot.
Well, never mind then. Perhaps, me and... Perhaps... I don't know if you wish to be, involved with questioning the prisoners. Perhaps Treblana should take that aside.
I mean, I have no problem with this. So, I'm perfectly willing to assist in any way I can. I'm not sure if I'll be any help, but I'll try.
You know what you need to do? We need to waterboard him with like the short of night. Like on and off, on and off.
We have pools of
No,
filthy
he's
water
so
and
weak he'll die
fabric
now.
available to us. Why do you have to waste magic on this shit?
because it's magic and supernaturally scary.
These fellows are so weak and crippled. If I do use my powers to try and do that anyway, they'll probably die within a few
it's
seconds.
It's perhaps best if we take them out of here. Speaking of which, I'm gonna... The crippled one passed out. I'm just gonna pat him on the cheeks. He's still bleeding.
To a degree, yeah. He probably wouldn't bleed as, he wouldn't die as fast as the guard would, but they're still trickling out, and he might have, I'd say, 15, 20 minutes left.
Are you any good with needle and thread?
I pull out needle and thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather not give them blood and have them attempt to continue fighting.
Yeah. Do you want me to position back together and do you want me to cripple him and while he's down there?
I'm sure there's no need.
Or do you want me to put
He's wounded enough, we can control them.
Alright. There we go for normal.
You can roll intelligence medicine at difficulty 6 just to see how well you can do a patch job of.
We could just, trade gaze them into a cesspool and then heal them. And then we can, secure them, and then when they come back...
and a unconscious guy. We're fine.
So, with 6 successes, you're able to staunch the bleeding decently. You take some of the clothing from the others to sort of work as bandages and gauze. Gauze. What is that?
Yeah. Gauze.
You got it right the last time.
Yes. Sort of and improvise pretty decently. You think, in dirty conditions, you don't really have, full-on supplies on you, but the way you bandaged up, he shouldn't get an infection, but you never know.
Okay.
So what do you think we should do next? Continue scouting? Go back? Right?
We kind of need to know what's down here.
They must have been guarding some.
I'd rather not leave a mess
important enough to warrant it.
Yeah, I'd rather not leave a mess like this for them to set an even bigger ambush next time.
And you, Domino, since you did say scanning around, you can make me a perception alertness, minus obviously aspects, which I think brings you back down to 4 for perception alertness. Yeah, you look around the room. You don't see anybody else. You look, at the second floors of this underground amphitheater of sorts. Nobody seems to be hiding there. There's still some light. The only thing that catches your attention, that is of prominence, besides no decoration and more ceremonious things like that, there does seem to be a continuation of some sort that keeps going up in the same at the top of the map. Essentially, just goes upstairs, and a sort of a almost like a stone slab altar sort of deal, but it seems to be more like a podium, sort of like the. It's pretty decently big, right here, sort of in the middle. But what catches you off guard there is you see blood on it, but you're too far. But you fought a decent ways around
No,
away from
Donald's
it,
a
so it
pagan.
shouldn't be
He
blood.
understands what has been happening here just fine.
Okay.
Do we notice any significant inscriptions?
Yeah,
Or
that was
anything like that?
the one thing I was going to say was that looking at that podium and things, you can see on the front of it, sort of that is at your direction, you can see the saying.
Hmm.
Though it doesn't seem to be very well chiseled in.
Shall we check the next
A
floor up?
strange death cult to Satan. After we search the rest of this large, spacious area,
Domhnall will post himself on next to the way up, looking for anyone coming down and obfuscate.
Okay. As you sort of go, then proceed, sort of near the entrance and things, and passing by, you take one small little look still at the sort of altar sort of deal, and ignoring like there's a decent amount of blood, and it seems that some seems to be newish, some seems to be some oldish. You can see definite hues of red, definitely, but something catches your eye, something that seems to be contrasting the color of red, and it seems to be some form of some sort of parchment actually on it.
Domhnall keeps walking. The brainiacs can deal with it.
Okay. You position yourself near the entrance, and if you look up, you can see that there doesn't seem to be any light coming up. You do feel a small breeze, and it continues high up.
Ah, yes, a perfect fucking firing lane in case anyone starts coming down.
What are the rest of you going to do?
I'm gonna search the room as thoroughly as possible.
Okay.
Hopefully with the others as well.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for anything specific or just in general?
Any objects that seem out of place, any random carvings that we might not have noticed before, that kind of thing.
Okay. Craft. Severin, what would you be doing? I presume you'd be, at one point healing up. So with the amount of
I
blood
healed
here,
up and I drank some corpses and shit.
I'd say
basically.
there's enough blood around where you can heal up fully and still be at full.
Yeah, nice. All right. Yeah, but I do that. And what's in this room actually?
So as described last time, not really representative of this room, by the way, but just taking something. This seems to be some form of underground semi-opera house amphitheater, essentially, sort of deal. It's got two flight of stairs, essentially, on each side of the room, going up to a second floor where vampires can be looking down. And in the middle part, where you guys are, that seems to be just a sort of a general entrance sort of deal. But as you sort of, go down, there's more seats made out of sort of marble, and you can see that there are parts and bits where it seems to be wood to a degree, which may have been used for more comfortable seating, so to say. But at the very middle, you see the altar sort of deal. There are some pillars to sort of help support the building. Various statues as well, seemingly mostly dedicated to the Latin mythology, essentially the Latin gods. But you do see some inscriptions like following the Celtic tradition. But it's mostly decoration, and this place seems to have also suffered from the time. So there are some things that are a bit more visible, some things that are a bit more cracked than others, etc., etc. But nothing out of place from what you've nothing that pops out essentially like, oh, this is important besides the altar and, well, the exit. And Trubana, what would you be doing?
Dumb question. Like, how long does the preserving the getting some stuff ready to preserve, presumably later on, like
You would. The thing is with the preserving, you can prepare the parts,
Yeah.
but preserving you would need to probably go back to your haven for all the materials needed, unless you want to bring the materials, because you have to go through, waxing, or not even waxing, just have to prepare a bunch of herbs and the likes to sort of keep it preserved, and you have to keep it obviously in a cold, dry place as usual, like that. There's a procedure.
Okay, but can I just go ahead and cut out the parts and put it somewhere somewhere safe, and okay, then we'll do that. Like do you have still time after that?
Yeah, I'd say that procedure itself. What did I make you roll for this? Uh, give me a you give me another intelligence medicine roll. This one at difficulty 6. This is mostly to see how fast you're able to go.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 successes. Considering all the weapons around and stuff like that, and your skill and aptitude for this, you're able to very nicely organize, take what you need, for the important parts, and you're able to fill up a sack. I'd say in that sack that you're able to fill up, considering, by the way, what are you taking all? Are you taking just like organs, or are you taking limbs, taking heads? Like, what are you taking all?
For now, I'm only taking like the organs. Maybe I'm going to take later on the heads, but that's fit further down alone. And like, there's another thing I want to do, which is use like final sight on the on like at least like one of those people. So, but like, what to tell like the others before I do that, so they like keep an eye out and try to warn me specifically.
With 6 successes as well, I'll say that. I'll say then for each success that you also got in there, besides the speed, you're able to get about. I'm gonna go big with this because there's a lot of corpses. You can get equivalent to about 10 blood points, essentially, of a bag full of organs and things like that, right? That you can feast on right now. It's gonna take you some time to preserve it, so that it doesn't rot, and you can use it for later use. But you're definitely able to go do so.
All right. Perfect.
I do have a question though. Before you use your final sight, Adolphus, Lambert.
He thought the ginger was the heretic, but it was Treblan all along.
So, hold up, push the talk, or mute yourself for a bit. You're really loud. Okay, thank you. So as you sort of go around inspecting the room to a degree as well, Domino sort of walks off, seems to be going to the another entrance. Severin seems to be taking some time to sort of mend his wounds and stuff like that. You notice you hear a little bit of shlunk, shlunk, sort of ripping and tearing and things. And as you sort of catch, like, what the fuck is somebody doing? You turn around and you see Tribulana sort of butchering the bodies.
Uh-oh.
What do? And when I mean butchering, I mean it's clean. You can see that she's cleanly butchering, but she's dissecting, opening up a body, and taking things in and out of the corpse.
I'll approach Domino. Your Tribulana friend is a bit of an oddball. Why is she doing that? I thought at first it was just an intimidation tactic, but now it's clear she's doing it for some other reason.
Domhnall contemplates. the unfairness of life and how he walked off, clearly making it clear that he wanted to be left the fuck out of this fuckery for a moment.
Well, Severin is busy looking at investigating shit.
I don't really mind. They were heathens and heretics, but
Domhnall takes a frenzy,
Still,
I think,
it
at
is
this
odd.
point.
Fair enough. You can notice that, by the way. Frenzy ticks are somewhat noticeable. You get that little twitch in you.
Treblana is cursed more than the rest of us. She needs to eat.
eat.
You know what I mean. Turn back to the stairs.
Oof.
For posterity's sakes, you can make a intelligence theology check. I'd say at difficulty 4.
You know, this is heresy, by the way! At the very least, desecrating the dead.
You said difficulty 4?
Difficulty 4. Book knowledge would
And
apply. So that's 9 successes. So you would have succeeded even at something like 2 for the prosperity of the things. While there is an argument for, their heathens and heretics and, things like that should be considered okay to a degree as well. You also know that it is highly heretical to do so. For opening up the body of a human is as if trying to see what God created, and not in a good way. One, because you're defiling the dead, heathens or not, but also because you're taking in the things. And while you as a kindred do have some understanding of specific needs, the act of eating is also particularly,
Foul.
yeah, about that.
I mean, I would assume we'd know about us only being meant to eat ash, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're
How
like
much occult? Yeah, you have 3 occult and stuff like that. I would say that it's not specifically, but you know that at times some kindred during embrace or even later in their life for various reasons, the blood can have bad side effects, which
not
has
everyone
led
is
to
embraced equal.
some oddities here and there. But mostly just trying to drill in the fact that even to a heathen or heretic, there are limits to what God should allow you to do.
That is. I'll leave you to your
Let me know when you're done over there.
watching.
I want to search the bodies for treasure.
So we can split it up, right?
I
You
think that'd
shut
be
your bitch mouth, Severin!
So for reasons, Lambert, I kind of want your internal thought right now. What is your viewing upon this?
I think it's just that, crusade scene from Kingdom of Heaven where they're marching through the desert.
This is
No, I
very
don't.
concerning. I don't know what to say. What the hell am I seeing right now?
I mean, the way Domhnall would have spoken of this, it would have been pretty clear, I think, that he disapproves, but at the same time...
It's for survival, and these people are dead. So, like,
Yeah.
plus they were enemies anyways.
Besides, we're practically minor gods as far as paganism goes, so, gods take sacrifice, it's fine!
Oof, thumbnail oof.
I'm more trying to ask in the sense of how do you go about God? Is it more of a sense of, infidels, heretics, like, you know, they're infidels and heretics. Do you see them like less than human to the point where anything and everything is okay against them, or are you trying to follow more of a, what is supposed to be in quotation marks right upon God?
There is an extent to which they deserve respect, especially if they, you know, attempt to reach redemption.
Proper
It,
procedure right now is to stack them all up and burn them essentially.
yeah. Hmm. Well, I'll just fester in extreme concern while watching this, distracted from what I was doing until the others are done doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
Okay. But keep this thought on the mind. I want to see how it evolves later on for reasons.
Of
Okay.
course.
So, Demi, the thing I wanted to investigate in this amphitheater, coliseum, whatever thingy.
Yeah.
There's, the stage part, right?
Yeah, which is particularly taken by, there's some open area, but there's a bloody altar with the saying on it.
There's a bloody altar with the saying on. Can I, do the thing I did last time and, check for like secret
Compartments and stuff.
yeah.
Um,
Especially like around the altar, and then in the if there's any side altars or statues or anything like that, or maybe at the where the is it more of a theater where there's like this there's a part where the actors come out,
yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. It's not meant more for actresses. There's no something like that.
Oh, it's more
But you
for
can
like
you can make me the. I think it was a perception craft to sort of look around for anything more secretive.
yep at 6.
Yeah, roll me at 6.
Oh, what the fuck, man.
Any specialties?
Winemaking.
Understandable. Have a nice day. So you look around, and you don't really, see anything that seems to be out of place. You do, however, see near Domino that there was somewhere that was supposed to be a lever at one point, but it's broken, it's rusted. There doesn't seem to be anything to it, and it's probably the entrance to this little door here, or exit entrance sort of deal. But it does seem to be not in the functioning state right now. However, while investigating, especially going near the altar, besides the blood, and you can smell, you can feel that some of it is fresher, some of it is a bit older. You do see a specific little brownish, lightish brownish sort of deal on sort of the middle, seemingly some form of parchment. A little bit.
Does it look
Not-
like it'll break if I touch it?
No, it's not rolled up. It's not anything that. It seems to just be a sheet of paper, and you can see from this angle, unless you're getting close, that there's writing on it.
So if do I recognize the writing at all? Can I read it? Or does it look like old Latin shit?
No, you can read it. It's in French.
What
And
the fuck?
make me an intelligence alertness roll. I'd say it's 6.
Oh no. Oh no. Right. I believe. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 4 successes. You remember actually, mostly because you at some points noticed and when need to be. Besides being French, this is Francis's handwriting.
He has betrayed us. He's been with them all along. That's how they know.
Wait, what did you say, Demi?
It's Francis' handwriting.
It's Francis' handwriting.
Yes,
Francis's
my
handwriting.
God.
Do you want to take the time to fully read it?
Can I skim read it? Skim through it.
I mean, sure. Either or. Let me get the thing that I wrote, and I'll send it to you privately.
Oof. I would spirit hands this first, but
In the meantime, while Craft's sort of reading, for you, what is it called, Lambert? You can just roll me either intelligence academics or intelligence theology for investigating this room just a bit more. Actually, no. I would say in this specific sense, give me an academics. Actually, difficulty 6.
Alright.
Okay. Before I get to you, Kraft, I can see that you read it. Any specialties?
Just book knowledge.
That would apply in this case. So that's 7 successes. Good. So you investigate the area, and you start combining some, ideas and thoughts and stuff that you know from, old hearings and stuff like this. You're able to conclude that this was definitely that, even looking at the altar, even as bloody as it is, it wasn't meant for, sacrifices. It wasn't seen to be used for bodies. This seems to be taking much more into the form of an actual amphitheater, just made in an underground purpose. Remembering the vampire from before and seeing how deep underground is, what you're able to sort of come up with as an idea that this might have been a very ancient sort of form of Elysium of sorts, where perhaps vampires of some sorts or statures may have simply debated and talked around very deep underground. You're not perhaps sure for the clientele, was this meant for, older individuals, those of more potent blood, or is it meant for everybody and the like? But considering the room and the size, there probably was a decent amount of individuals down here, or was planned to be so. And combining with why there might be a sanctuary, or rather a catacombs down here, and then a dedicated to Boudica, you get the seeming idea that this might have been, to a degree, not just Elysium for debate, but this might also be a place where trials happened. The judge, jury, execution sort of deal. And if they were of some prominence, perhaps notice, or just a vampire kindred of the city, they might have just been placed to be buried. For why the combination of the Latin Celtic? Probably because that's what was going on in this area for the time being. But that's sort of what you start to, crumple up essentially, as that's the sort of idea. There's a place meant for dead kindred. There's a place that's dedicated to a very specific individual, Boudica in a sense, and then there's this amphitheater that seems to have been working as, well, what an amphitheater is supposed to do, in a more of a debate form of sense, rather than sort of, plays and the like.
Truly strange.
So, Severin, after reading the message, you can.
I have to make sure this is fucking Francis. I need to fucking spirit touch this.
Okay, you can do so.
I'll spend the willpower too, because it's important.
This
What's
is
the difficulty?
pretty fresh, and you have a connection to a sense. Roll me a difficulty 4.
Oh damn. That's 6 successes, because I
6
spent
successes.
willpower.
You focus in, and the first thing that happens, that you feel happens, is your memories start to sort of collide with perceptions from Francis, thinking that first, trying to mumble it out, but then you realize it's because of that connection that, you guys have had in recent times as well, that allows you, and you sort of clear out your memories for a second through the aspects and sort of focusing in. And yeah, you feel Francis in you. You know that you're Francis. Turning around, you can see Francis' sort of face, but it's different. You don't see it as the usual Francis self, perky up things. The chin still exists, don't get me wrong, but the hair is much more loose.
Looks crazy, yeah, I guess.
No, not loose as in crazy, just loose and feminine style, essentially. And the clothes also seem to present that self as well, with a very nice sort of dress as well present. And you can feel Francis sort of writing. You can see the moment the writing happened, things, and the emotions you're able to pick out from that seem to be more of not of, forced. It seems to be of some form of calm. Seems to be some form of relief, almost as somebody, almost almost as if you've have some form of catharsis, some sort of release. That's what you're feeling. You don't feel fear. You don't feel anger. You feel catharsis.
But didn't he used to be like really duty bound and shit? So what the fuck happened to him? Like he
Indeed.
used to be very serious and very
You remember
duty bound, and
Wasn't
honor was
me.
the main thing he cared about.
And
So what the fuck happened to him?
and on that focus, and looking at him, looking at Francis, you still feel that sense of him. You still feel that going out. But something's changed. Definitely, you feel it on things. You don't see anybody around. Though what you can also feel is a bit of weakness, and it's a very familiar weakness, one where you're low on blood, essentially. Not to the point where you're hungry and starving, but rather more where it feels like your strength is somewhat diminishing, right? Peckish, essentially. But
Fuck.
you're able to confirm that this is Francis. Francis wrote this, and definitely a changed man.
What did it actually say? Did he?
Yeah, what did it actually say? I know what it said. I have it
Yeah, I
here.
sent it to craft.
I'd have to share it with you so you know.
If
Well,
you want,
because I made sure this is Francis, now I'll tell the others
Yeah.
what I found.
it's not terribly stuck to the blood. There is, you have to be a little bit careful just in case, but it's not terribly.
Yeah.
And there is some splotches because it was placed there, but you're able to pick it up, read it, and well, let me send you the message essentially.
Yeah.
I'll share this in text channel.
Disgusting. What about the stream, Demi?
I did. I posted on Roll20.
Yeah. So I'll go over to you guys. I'll be a bit, shocked and shaken. I'll take the letter. I'm like, guys, I found traces of Francis here. He left us a message. To get their attention, and then I'll explain that I've made sure that this is from Francis because I spirit touched the letter and I saw him. But it's very odd what the fuck happened to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Demi.
Your friend had time to. write
Domhnall
the
would
letter?
like to, I think, at this point have to roll for self-control, and if I have a couple of turns of control that I win, I would like to take the battle axe and go postal on the altar instead of my friends.
You're mad at Francis, I guess.
All the
Makes
shit
sense.
we went
Cunt.
through, and he just left. He had time to leave a letter. He could have left it at our meeting place, Kraft.
Yeah, in the fucking altar. I'm just happy I found
Don't
something
come
from
here
Francis,
into this
He's not
extremely
dead, at
dangerous
least.
ambush to look for me. I'll just leave the letter here so you know that this is the place I meant.
So
Yeah,
you
it's
can.
very weird too, because he wasn't in danger when I saw him writing the letter was the problem. So what the fuck happened, and why is there a dangerous ambush here?
Okay, but wasn't there like someone being carried at some point?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Indeed, and I think from what you were able to think, that was Francis.
So yeah, Francis probably got
Yeah,
fucking,
I would like to demolish this fucking
brainwashed
room.
here.
I'm trying to. I'm going between the difficulties. Would it be 6 more similar to physical provocation, or 7, which is more of loved
I
one in
mean,
danger?
honestly, I see an 8 here. Domhnall was always pushing to keep looking for Francis, and he's been made a fool of.
Yeah,
Okay.
Francis kinda
Go for it then.
fucked him over.
Yeah, no. So you, Severin, as you sort of read that, and you're shocked that you're able to find it, but you yourself said you feel a little bit of relief, right? You just hear a battle cry, just like going to your left, and you just see it. You just see Domhnall just fucking, like, going back to almost like a fucking frenzy state, like even huffing and puffing, which is like just the thing is just like puts up the axe, and well, you can spend,
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
believe,
spend a willpower to just take it out on the furniture and the bodies instead of the party.
Yeah, And Severin, you standing there, nearest the altar to a degree, you see just Domino just go battle axe and then just charge, and you can see it. This is familiar to you. This is a frenzy, and as he takes the fucking battle axe and just sort of rushes,
Last second, just
you sort of
switch the
what do
trajectory.
you do?
I'm dodging.
You
Fuck me, man.
you take you just preemptively dodge. Go. It's like not again, not
Then
another
like
axe.
jump to the side, not like this.
Roll me
Then
an
when I
attack.
notice he
I'm
isn't
spending a
following
willpower
me,
to switch
I'll
to
be like,
the
oh,
furniture
shit,
and
thank
while on that.
fuck.
Oh, I'm aware. I still want to see, the total amount of damage you can do. Roll me an attack. This would be difficulty 4, just because it's a stationary. This is to see how clean you can hit it. And then you can, just roll damage with all of it.
That's 12 dice, I believe. Yeah. The altar doesn't do it. I'm just gonna switch to whatever is nearby that seems squishier and more satisfying to whack.
Yeah, you see him. He goes for the thing and he clicks hard. You can feel the strain. You can feel the beast behind him just clam down on it. But either the altar was just so well made or the like, it's just a small little ingrate. Like there's a chip, right? But it doesn't go in too deep, almost at all. And Dom just pulls back, sees that the destruction, and
Demi,
I'm gonna go.
I suggest the prisoners, because it's not really Severin's fault, but the prisoners are definitely involved in some way.
Yeah, I was gonna go start with the nearby decoration statue because that was the closest near you. But if that's what Donald feels, you Shabana, you see this and stuff, and you're nearest, the prisoners, the bodies, all that. Seeing that Domino just tried to smash the altar, nothing happened. He sort of just quickly just sort of takes the battle axe, leaps over, starts rushing towards you, but last minute sort of goes for the prisoners. And
Please stop me.
well,
we need those prisoners.
Roll a 1d2. 1 is going to be Noodle Arms, 2 is going to be the guy that was crippled. So the guy who's crippled and unconscious there, you just see him sort of stand there, lined up like all four. He picks up his battle axe and lines it up perfectly, and just sort of goes into the guy. Not even precision looking, just like random angles, like it shouldn't.
Can I yell to Lambert? Lambert, can you summon your tentacles to restrain him? So he doesn't
you can
destroy everything.
I'm going full Viking berserker. I've seen how this is done. I know how this is supposed to go. I'm gonna chop that bitch to pieces if I can.
You chop. He chops into it. The pieces of leather armor start breaking, going in here. You can see like it's almost like as if taking out a pillow, except the pillow is made out of leather and intestines.
I'll definitely attempt to summon my tentacles.
Roll for it and spend a blood point again for it.
In like Dark Age, you actually don't need to spend like a blood point for it.
Or actually,
yeah,
it doesn't state in the book.
Damn, that's disgusting.
Yeah, magic was more powerful back then.
So you're able to summon one tentacle around him, and I'd say you're able to grab him without dealing out damage, unless you want to do damage.
I don't want to deal damage.
So just give me a contested strength checks.
Oh.
Would it be actually? Well, this would be under the grapple. I'm not sure if it would be under grappling rules.
Brawl, I think.
Yeah. For the tentacles, well,
I would assume it would have my brawl because I'm controlling it.
Doesn't on most attacks.
Yeah, that's the thing. It uses its dexterity for attacking, which is kind of weird now. So, for the time being, honestly, just go with the strength.
Okay.
So it would be your tenebration rating, essentially. Defender wins in this case, sadly. So Domino, you feel you're hacking, slashing. There's something behind you, and you can actually feel that there's some things, but you shake and pull, and just like with one big swoop, you sort of just like left over, and the prisoner's hacked to pieces now. At this point, because you did take out, roll me the frenzy again at difficulty 8, I'd still say, because this is still fresh and there's still some provocation happening. Okay. Okay.
Stop for a second, turn towards Lambert. Are you fucking part of this?
Yep.
Oh
Um,
my god.
I don't want to do another battle scenario, so let's do it like this. Who's assisting you with keeping him down?
I would assume Mr. requested me to do it.
Yeah. How would you want to restrain him? If you want, you can still do the manipulation occult for tentacles, and we'll garner that up as successes, essentially.
Yeah, I'd probably just try and have the tentacles hold him down.
Okay. Severin, Jablana, are you guys assisting in any capacity?
Yeah, we need to restrain this guy.
Do we?
How do we?
I'd like to willpower this, if that's okay.
Yeah.
What happens when you beat a person in frenzy?
They go for you
One
first. Because their attention is focused
Right?
on you.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's a good idea. Like you're supposed to get
I mean, you can try and push
better
me back
impression
with
of
red
you,
gaze.
too. I guess.
Uh,
I kind of don't want to dread gaze you too
taking
hard
this
though.
as a contested, extended, cooperative action sort of deal. And Adolf is being the main target. He's sort of leading. So you guys
Yeah,
would be
I'll dread gaze him. Fuck it.
all right. Roll me the thing. And what's your
I mean,
wits plus
he
courage?
does have a denabration 5. If I accidentally ate him...
Difficulty 6, right, Demi?
Let me see what Domino's wits courage is. Yeah, difficulty 6.
God bless.
So 5 successes. That would be cumulative so far for successes, but you're able to dread gaze, and obviously this frenzy is going to last for a while now, especially with the boss. But you're able to, fear him a bit, which sort of pulls him in a corner, and he's like sort of hugging away from you, but he still wants to go on and like,
Like, Beast, get back there.
Get back to your corner, bitch.
Get
Savon,
back
are
to-
you assisting in incapacity? That sounds like a no, Chablan.
No, it was a no.
Treblana, so
assisting?
good,
Okay.
so pure, not part of this filthy conspiracy at all.
I was just gonna like stand still and like attack the walls. Be
You know,
Yes,
don't
like,
show
much
your
like it.
full fucking... Just, stay a little turn, don't make eye contact, slowly move away, it's fine.
I'm not the target of this frenzy. I don't care. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're not the-
actually. Letting someone die to a frenzy, that's a pretty bad thing, right?
After you terrified me
But
like
I
that,
guess
you're
you're
as much a
human.
target as Treblana, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. We'll solve this. Chablana, are you helping or not?
I mean, Tibrana doesn't care about human.
I'm asking Chablana.
no, I'm like too weak to do anything, and I don't have the right set of powers without crippling him.
Okay. So cumulative successes from the willpower thing, that's 3 between tentacles trying to get you down and Severin actually being able to keep you back in the corner really well. For you, Domino, with the battle axe in hand, you're going to be contesting this. With a difficulty of 6 stuff. Roll me a strength. I'm going to go with because you're resisting stuff. Strength melee.
Just start
I think
chopping
would
through the
apply here.
fucking tentacles, foaming at the mouth. Come here, bitch!
Shit.
Does powerful arms apply?
They would. So you have 2 successes. Obviously, people are trying to avoid getting hurt and stuff, so I'm going to give you the choice, Domino. You have successfully got a two success attack on somebody. Choose if it's Lambert or Severin.
I'm gonna spend the willpower to essentially pull the attack and sabotage it, just sort of pull it back. Get away from me!
You shouldn't torture anybody. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, I spend the willpower to cancel that attack.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. In the meantime, since it's been going a while, you can make me a self-control again. This one, I'm going to be through all the provocation things and under spent a point of willpower. I'll reduce it to 6 as it's sort of like going off a bit. It's
All right.
slowing down. Okay. Okay.
Domhnall believes the tradition is now to get roaring drunk after the Berserk Fury.
So, Lambert, after running around a bit, you were the prime target. You were being chased. You spawn tentacles, but Domino's faster. The tentacles don't rise up in time to grab. Domino. You have to like preempt and you have to run. It's so difficult to do so. Severin, you're able to assist because there's a point where Lambert comes over to you and you dread gaze and just be like back, beast, back. And Domino tries and go for the attack. Tries to go in, but he shakes himself off before he can do any real damage and the like. And you can see him start to calm down as he's in that little semblance of coming back, starts to start to diminish a bit. And after maybe about 5 to 10 minutes of running around and just avoiding and trying to do shit to this man, Domino finally calms the fuck down.
Demi, should it ever matter, feel free to add to Sir Francis's sheet a enemy flaw. Domhnall will remember this.
Don't worry about it.
Who's the enemy flaw for? Your old friend?
Yeah, fuck him. He could have left that letter at our meeting place. He fucked us. He let us down here. Severin almost died. Fuck
That's
him.
true. True.
I don't think he was in the raids. Like, I think somebody captured him and did some magic to him to change him. That's the thing.
But yeah.
But yeah, he's fucking gone now, and I don't know. I can summon him, but
Well, as almost like a farmer having a good harvest, you sort of instinctually just like wipe off the sweat of work, look at the bag of work. It's like, yes, this is my harvest for tonight. As you look up, the 3 people stop chasing and playing tag around the fucking amphitheater.
Jesus Christ.
Thinking on this letter, would I know if this would be similar to the high-level effects of Dominate?
You're not sure, to be honest. There's points where it could be very much so, but you're also not very, you're not really sure who Francis is or the personality or who he's supposed to be. So you can't really sure if, this individual is being dominated or actually had a, 180 turn in their life somehow.
Could I do a perception occult thing on the vision I had to see if I can find any traces of that? Or like intelligence occult? I don't know, any of them?
Trying to think. Either intelligence empathy would work or perception occult, I'd say.
Let's do intelligence empathy, because I have more dice that way.
What the fuck? Hello?
Who the
Oh
fuck?
fuck! Reverse went crazy or something?
Adolf is dying!
Oh, Adolf is reconnected and connected probably like 5 or 6 times or something. Well,
no.
Well,
Probably what happened.
he's on his way into the Atlantic.
But you're able to roll it at 6.
okay. Nice.
5 successes. Looking into the vision, seeing Francis being dressed in a feminine way, writing like this, catharsis, especially after what seemingly is a kidnapping, and helping you guys solve this. I mean, it is strange to the degree where it's like it's Francis, but you're thinking it's probably not Francis. So, things come to your mind thinking it very well could be a form of blood bond. It could be dominate. But you do see that the personality has changed, right? The aura, that is sort of emanating from his, chivalrous duty is sort of like putting up, that knightly front still seems to resonate there. So you're thinking that some form of method was definitely used. You're not able to exactly pinpoint what or see through it all. You could very much well presume that it's, dominate, but it could also be very much, presence 3 to a degree as well. But you do think that it's not all Francis there. There is some, at least, if anything, at least a minor influence of some sort. But yeah, no, you can't usually, unless like Auspex 2 and stuff like that, really go deep into it. But you think there's some influence there.
God fucking damn it, man. I'll tell that to Domhnall and Treblana.
Domhnall pretends like he hasn't heard. He starts going through the pockets of the bodies.
I can summon him, guys. I just didn't want to try it earlier because he looked like he got kidnapped, and summoning someone who got kidnapped is a bad idea usually, because that just makes them resist the kidnappers more, and that makes the kidnappers hurt them. So, but now, even though he writes he doesn't want me to try and summon him, I could still do it.
Well, you could. I mean, it's a last-ditch effort. I mean, I think it's a bit strange that he like writes this, but also we had some earlier information that at least someone was carried in here. So it doesn't really make that much sense.
Yeah, and I also told you about how he was acting weird, like his and the way he was dressed and the way he was, acting. It's not the normal kind. It does seem like something has affected him, in a very odd manner to change his personality, slightly.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I can try to ask them, point like at the corpses.
Okay.
Demi, would I have noticed that Treblana was doing absolutely fucking nothing to help us manage the beast?
Yeah. Actually, well, Domhnall probably wouldn't have cared, but both you and Severin would definitely have noticed that. Yes.
Anything in their pockets is precious.
Let's go one at a time. So let's go with sure. Let's go with you for the prosthetic 6. You can roll me a perception, alertness, or investigation works because it's kind of looking throughout. You can roll this at difficulty 4 because you do have the time and aspects technically to help and stuff like that. It's not that difficult. It's rummaging through.
Do they have any
6
precious treasures?
You look, weapons seem to be normal. Armor, some here destroyed, some bloody not. But looking for, the good stuff.
Any gold fillings?
You're able to...
Do I need to start pulling some teeth out?
Not gold fillings. Some of them, though, are definitely toothless. But you're able to find, a decent amount of pouches here and there containing some form of wealth. It's not, like an entire gold, sack of gold coins, but you find, sacks that have a silver coin and some copper coins. Going really D&D-esque on this, but medieval fucking money. Fuck it. But you're able to round up, I'd say, entire, the pocket you have right now. You have a second one. And at this point, actually rummaging through that, the ownings you had before for the bear hide, you'd have enough money to be reasonably around resources too, I'd say, actually, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, if you're keeping all the money to yourself, that is. Which, at this point, I feel like you are.
Domhnall is gonna yeah, he put his ass on the line to save the ghoul. And as for the others, he's not gonna hide that he's taking it, and he's gonna, keep it in a separate pouch. But if nobody ends up asking for it, he's just gonna keep it.
Yeah, you can put yourself at resources too, because you have been accumulating a good amount of money for the time being. Though, do note this is more in the resource of selling, so it's not something that still generates you income. You're definitely more of a on-purse guy. Going with Jablana, you wanted to do the ritual. Was it a ritual thing?
Yeah, like I wanted to eat the eye, but I want to do it like I think I want to tell the others like to keep an eye out and just like let me do my work and
Yes.
do it in like a quiet corner, like where I don't get bothered by either the party or
I think you're gonna get bothered by
any
the
intruders.
priest.
Yeah, I was going to mention that priest. You will obviously notice, after Jablana says that and you stuff, an eye will be eaten.
But I wouldn't mention that, but
You wouldn't mention it, but let me just scoop out and just.
Rogue
Chomp,
Junior
chomp.
just blocks out your light. Excuse me, I'm trying to do necromancy here.
Now,
I'll just watch that, and then slowly approach Domino, and
Again.
ask
Oof.
him. Ask him, did you see any coins of particular note, or were they all just modern?
Don't know. Checks again. Nope, just silver and copper.
Just modern silver.
Nothing that
Alright.
stood out.
Okay. So nothing of
I
particular interest. I see.
I just find out by the description, the eating the eye. It's not even like chomp. It's slowly and reverentially, like you're enjoying that
It's
eyeball.
a ceremonial eyeball eating. You peel it like a grape and chew it slowly.
Jesus fuck, man! I didn't need those images in my head.
Okay, but you're able to roll it, unless somebody intervenes with eyeball eating.
I don't care. I've already seen this once, and these
Yeah.
fuckers deserve it. I mean, we need the information. It's
Yeah.
for Francis, and they're already dead.
I'm
It's
just
not like
gonna
it
arrange
matters
for
at this
all
point.
you to be killed in a single day of blood and slaughter one of these nights.
I mean, have I ever done you wrong?
You read me that fucking letter.
Would you not want to know? Are you still telling me I should have kept it a secret?
Oh, so you were planning on keeping secrets from me as well, bitch!
I was asking if you wanted me to keep it a secret, you fuck. Oh my god, I haven't done Donald wrong in any way. Can't just do this.
Okay, so 4 successes, a clear image, sound of the half hour before the subject's death.
Alright.
Okay.
Now we're gonna know what they were doing before we got in here.
yeah, that's the important part.
Half hour, blah blah. All right. So, yeah, I think that ends up being somewhat right. So you look into, and you can see that the cultists there are sort of, you can see, through his eyes, you can see the other cultists sort of standing there, waiting. Some sharpening, the axes. Some sort of keeping an eye out. Some people coming in from the, the hallway that you think and things. And it seemed that you can see the determination in each and everybody's individual, and you can feel, his individual as well. The breathing, the thing. You can see some people here, say the saying, repeat, for her. You can see that it's definitely much more of a, zealot death cult of some sorts. And you can see that some way or whatever, they knew that you were coming down here, and you can see that they're prepared for a fight. You can see that they're brewing for a fight, and that a half hour they're waiting. And it seems to be mostly monotonous in that degree of sense, with some people just mostly going on, some being a bit more zealous than others. but then they hear a sound. You've heard this sound before as well. The sound of the door opening as well. And that's when they sort of all perk up, sort of look to each other, sort of all
For the
nod in
Emperor.
recognition, and they get into, and they sort of almost somewhat in unison, very slowly, just go for her, for her, for her. As they sort of go into position, axe is ready, just waiting for the first son of a bitch to come up. And then you see through his lens the fight occur. Domino slipping, and then the entire fight happening, and then just him dieting essentially. It's not super informative, but what you are able to find out is they definitely somehow knew that a fight was brewing, and you can felt that, and that they were prepping for it.
Cunts.
With that information, I just come out like a bit disappointed. It seems they knew like a long time that we were coming. At least half an hour they were preparing for us, and they were very eager to fight. Also, there seems to be like some sort of death cult, so they're pretty indoctrinated, presumably at least.
Demi, after all of this, you should note that my character is avoiding the fuck out of Triplana.
So are we all.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
And kind of ostracizing her.
Understandable.
Given that I have presence, would I be able to roll intelligence occult to know about a specific presence power called love?
What presence level are you
I'm at
currently
2.
at? 2? Roll it to me, intelligence occult, but this is definitely above, your knowledge and things. So I'd say give it to me at an 8.
All right. Let's see. No idea.
No, you sort of think it's like, to yourself, like, can presence do this? And you know that, if you focus a little bit more, you're going to be able to do focus, level 3 presence essentially, and make somebody your bitch for a while and stuff. But even that has, to its degree, some limitations and things. But do you feel like this, nope, none of that picking up. But that's the first thing that kind of comes to your mind, essentially the closest thing.
Oh no, Domino's gonna learn
That
that
you're
the
aware
next discipline he learns is how to let his frustration out and inflict it on others, so I'm going for Voice of Madness.
Oh, I was gonna be like, oh, Protein 4. No, wait.
That'll be fun.
Can you just imagine if I could
Isn't
just take
Protein-
half of these fuckers out at the start of the fight? Like, Ree!
Fucking blessed.
Yeah,
But-
I was gonna be thinking of that too. I'm like, I need Majesty 5. Fuck me, man. I need Majesty, Presence 5.
But with the battle finished, the letter read, and nothing really here to note of.
What would the staircase upstairs? The fuck? Just over here or something.
Since we're closing down the ending, to leave it on a nice part, just essentially informative, essentially. So
Okay.
you, Chablan, are able to, capture up the organs and are being heavily avoided by everybody else. Domino, you're able to get some fat loot. Severin, your wounds are healed. And the priest, you've seen some heresy. Some heresy, and you're thinking to yourself,
Not heresy. Supernatural evil.
It's not supernatural evil. Come on.
it's... Nah,
Very
that,
clearly supernatural evil.
that is a good... I'd say that is a good understanding of that.
No, it's
But-
not. But yeah. Also, I want to at least take one head of them. So
Excuse me?
I at least want to take like one head of them.
Yep, normal. No problem.
Yeah.
You can take a head.
Domino, there's one last thing I would like to do together with Lambert.
Go for it.
I'm gonna ask the priest to say the Christian last rites over them, and I'm not even gonna hide it. I'm gonna say the ones from my religion, because who the fuck knows what they worshipped? And honestly, after what Treblana is doing to them, they need all the help they can get.
Okay.
I'll do so after a bit of reluctance and look over what remains of them.
Just empty fucking carcasses.
Yes. It's a very desecrated state.
Very desecrated state of affairs.
Don't wishes he had a
Eventually-
need to cleanse the city.
Eventually, though, after collecting the stuff and getting the one ghoul out, who's still, who's still unconscious, you're able to follow the entrance out, and it goes on a bit, and it goes on, and similar, murals to all the hallways that it has before, except when you get to the entrance, you can see that there's a difference in the, the stone that is essentially surrounding there, and there's a trap door at the very top of it, essentially. And you're able to push it open. It doesn't seem to be locked. And it leads into a very abandoned house. And you sort of just look, and it's like, huh, not what you were expecting.
Just a fucking house?
Yeah, it's just an abandoned house. Just seems broke down, nobody living in it, broken furniture, some braids as usual. Yeah, I don't know where you are exactly, but as you sort of garner out, that's
it
where
like a normal wall and daub house, or is it like
it's
stone, or
it seems to be more out of wood and stuff. It's a shack essentially.
it's a very fortified shack.
But as you sort of there was sort of a form of a carpet or something on it to sort of convey it a little bit. But as you sort of exit out and sort of stand there, getting a bit of that hit of somewhat fresh air, a little bit less moldy or more moldy, I don't know. But you exit, you still look outside. There's a little bit of an opening into the cracks of the wood and the like. Still seems to be night, and that's where we're going to end it for this session. So,
Okay.
let's start with the priest, to be honest. So, priest, in character and out of character. We're going to change out of character just how the session was. In character, two things, rather, specifically from you. Your thought process on, what's going on with this, things that are going on. And the next one is about Treblana.
Bloodhunt, yay or nay? Speak, Primogen.
Out of character. It was a interesting session. I'm glad that it went so well.
All right.
And then you said theories.
Yeah, it doesn't really have to be theories. Just in character, what is sort of Lambert feeling after going into these catacombs, finding out that this death cult, all that stuff happening?
Oh, he's extremely horrified.
Understandable, good sir. Have a nice
First,
day.
he finds the pagan ruins with the others, a possible Methuselah, in a mausoleum of sorts for it. Then, fucking comes out to this weird cult of personality, death cult thing.
Understandable.
And to top it all off, finds out he's been, besides a being of supernatural evil, this entire time. After it chops up a bunch of dead bodies and eats a fucking eyeball.
It's understandable. Have a nice day.
Oh, this isn't even the worst part, but oof.
All right. Any more comments, or should I go on?
No, please go on.
Going then left, Treblana.
Yes.
Out of character, how was the session? In character, the situation now that with the letter of Francis and the like, and well, give me a first, also in character, first impression of what you think about the priest. Or rather, no, for you, because of there's been some things, not just specifically about the priest, but the individuals you've been with recently as well. After
Well,
the culmination stuff.
what do we know? Like, just to say the whole party, if you want me to say that.
I mean,
Hello?
yeah, like just mostly asking, like not just the priest, it's like Domino, how he's reacting towards you and stuff like that. Like going through that thought process.
Well, considering like how everyone's reacting, I don't think the planet really has like a future in this in this group
Coterie.
at all. Like the priest is already like ostracizing her, and the domino just hack and slash. I don't know. Seven is like somewhere in between. Like I want at some point, like on his own, he probably would be like tame enough, but if it's if it's like in a group, like yeah, it might not. It might like turn against me. Like it's already like pretty. Probably
On
not
thin
gonna,
ice.
yeah, like overall, pretty sucky. With
Fair
like
enough.
like everyone, and I guess like Francis counts to something to some degree, but like he's gone. Fuck him. He probably is like brainwashed, but there's almost no way to like,
Maybe
track him
next
down.
time when you're sharing your kinks with people, at least be a bit more diplomatic rather than go, "Hey, I eat hobos."
Wow.
Cha real smooth.
Well, the thing is, like I presumed, due to us, being like Kote for not like for the first like the first few minutes, I presumed there was like some understanding going on.
We said from the start that we were more casual acquaintances, and then it's like the higher ups are like, "So yeah, you're a coterie, so you're welcome." I barely know these people.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, on record, and even if in backstory, like you guys have been close acquaintances for a while now, so everybody's presumption is like, oh yeah, they get friendly.
Oh, it's Bob. I saw Bob at a party 3 years ago.
It's like,
Right.
oh no, these
And,
assholes.
And out of character, what do you think? What do you think of the clusterfuck that is combat? I hype combat.
Well, you probably shouldn't do mass combat again, or use like some actual mass combat rules for it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll
So you really need to read like the road stuff.
going on to Domhnall. Love you too, Redimir. Out of character, in character, what you're thinking about France and the like, and your opinions about we're gonna go to that. Opinions of the rest of the party for the time being.
Okay, out of character, I'm gonna agree with this being has no name and say that this is the shittiest session to date.
Perfect.
Mostly though because massed fucking combat. The first few rounds are fun and then it starts dragging.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
About Sir Francis,
Really fun when you almost get fucking
on
killed.
some level, Domhnall realizes that it's not entirely his, Francis's fault, but Domhnall still feels like Francis really fucked him. He went out on a limb to try and save Francis, and Francis pulls this shit? Fuck Francis. As far as the rest of the party, he's just tired of all this shit. Like, the priest is gonna discover he's a pagan anyway. Fuck it, let him know. Treblana's eating eyeballs in the corner. Whatever, just deal with it yourself. I don't have the energy for this shit right now. Severin, I'm sorry you're part of this.
I'm just going to will myself to think that your Celtic praying is literally just Christian prayers in Irish.
That's still heresy.
Yeah, the
I mean, this is early Catholic Church. Are they really that against Latin translations? Because, in the East, everything is in Greek,
No,
it's
right?
not
this
that
early
early.
on.
This is kind of middle.
I mean,
Like
the
in Dark
actual
Ages.
split. I mean, we're
That's
10,
like
the
it's
1000s.
like
I mean,
100 years. It's like
Like
100 years from now when they start really going
Not
against each other.
completely against the idea of
yeah,
praying
And
praying in
Yeah,
other
no.
languages.
And
Like, if I-
in regards to assuming it was Christian prayer, Domhnall would have been made it clear that he's covering his bases because they might not believe in the Christian God. He wouldn't have hidden it. It's like, yeah, you do your thing, I'm gonna do mine. That's hopefully they find their way to whatever afterlife.
yeah. All right. Severin, Craft. Basically same stuff. Out of character and the two in character thoughts about the party and about the Francis situation.
Well, Severin regarding Francis, he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Francis. Francis is very gone. I need to go back and fucking, because I would assume that I know about his relations with the queen, right? Like that he was one of her servants or whatever.
Yeah, could
Kind of that
agree.
thing. They had like some kind of deal going on. I'm gonna go to her and like tell her this shit and like ask her. I'll tell her the decision to summon him is yours, but he explicitly said that he might be in danger if he does it. I'll give her the letter too, probably. I mean, this is like the end of the chapter for the search for him. We're not going out. I can't go out of the city to search for him. The prince would have my head or something. He probably will have my head soon anyways.
Yeah, no, that's Domhnall's opinion
Oh,
as well. Sell the fucker out to the higher ups. They can deal with his bullshit.
So that's about it's sad we lost him, but
He's gone.
can't do anything
Investigation
about it
over.
now.
We did it, guys. We
Basically.
solved the case.
It's like I liked him too. God damn it! And then I got about the party. I mean, it doesn't have any problem with Domhnall. Treblana is very, very odd. And her eating people is very bad, and that needs to stop. Or she needs to not tell me about it ever again if I find out. That's really bad. And Severin's fucking gone. That's sad. Lambert, I don't know. He's I don't know what to think about Lambert yet. Yeah, he followed us on this mission. That's a bit odd. I mean, I guess he's a nice guy, but I don't know about that. Priests are also annoying about my wine lifestyle, but some of the monks are pretty cool because they make wine too. So I don't know.
Just looks at the
That's
priest
Severin.
before deciding if he likes him, sitting in the princely chair centuries from now. Do you drink wine?
Well, if it's any consolation, my character is a former monk and wears monk's habits, so...
Yeah, but were you a monk who made cheese, or were you a monk who made
Were you a boring
wine?
monk
Yes,
or
that's-
a actual monk?
Or were you the monk who's writing all the texts,
I'm-
making sure that all the knowledge wasn't lost after the Rome fell?
I'm offended to that. Do not underestimate the power of monk cheese. That's how we got these cheese varieties. Cheese
Yeah,
is
but-
great.
Listen, Severin doesn't give a fuck about cheese.
Like, listen, the king of cheeses was invented by French monks. Do not underestimate it.
As I said.
Alright
so
then.
who gives a fuck about- Okay, anyways, out of character. Fuck combat. Holy fuck, I almost fucking died. Jesus fucking Christ. That's
You-
Severin too, by the way. It's like, fuck me, man. What the
You-
fuck? Never again. This is why I avoid this shit. By the way, I have 0 points in melee, if you didn't know.
You tanked. You did your job, Craft, like a true support.
I really missed Francis during that moment.
Just step out
It's my
into the
life.
middle of the
It's
room next
supposed to
time,
be-
activate Majesty. If you're gonna hit me, come and hit
That's
me.
gonna happen again. No,
I just
but
love.
if I activate Majesty, you know, they're too
Yes,
scared. They have to
exactly.
like,
So
you know,
they're just
worship you
stuck
or
there
something.
trying to nerve themselves up.
Exactly. That's why I really want Majesty.
I
So that's
just
the next
But you're
thing I'm
gonna need to
going
pump
for.
in charisma intimidation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need to pump that up too, because that's the difficulty level they have to roll against. I'm gonna
Uh,
pump up my intimidation after this session and see what I can do about Majesty.
Yeah.
Anyways, other character, yeah, for combat. At
For
least we got
combat.
closure on the fucking Severin, on the fucking Francis bullshit. Yeah, you can fucking leave this shitty sewer.
You know, this might sound wrong of me to say, but add a character development can work even if a player leaves.
Yeah, but forced character development through fucking magic isn't that good, you know.
I'm wondering if we should go back
Don't worry about it.
through the sewers to fuck with the Nosferatu Neonate that's waiting for us one last time.
Yeah, that would be fun. We can't really do too much to him because or actually, the sheriff is there keeping the elder in check.
Oh, the sheriff
You don't
left.
need to care about that guy right now.
Yeah, he
All
left.
right, fuck. We can't fucking with him too
I
much,
could
I
put
guess.
on
Then.
Francis's
So-
face and go and talk to the Nosferatu Neonate like, So, do you remember when, Severin and the others went in?
Oh, and then you're the only one who comes out. Oh,
Yeah, wearing Francis's face.
oh my
So,
god.
to finalize this, everybody gets 3 XP as God intended. Everybody gets automatically a willpower point back for the session.
Thank God.
Does anybody have natures that
Yes.
they'd like to
I
convey?
think the party learned to appreciate my awesome as I was chasing them around the room.
No.
No, I scared the fuck out of you. Fuck you, beast.
That is that is a hard no. I'm sorry. Looking at everybody else.
I have to say, I'm disappointed in myself. I did not make myself an exemplar of my nature.
Yeah, the defender. There is somewhat to say about still, taking your time and body and effort to still go down here and do this. So, to a degree, Severin, well, you perfectly tanked.
Yeah, my perfection does that inspire others to, do
Strike.
their craft or whatever? I don't know.
Cursed, honestly. And Trublana, your nature to fully is. I feel like no. If Creepshow was your nature, I feel like that would have worked a lot better in this case.
Oh,
But to continue, I have a sort of semi idea of how to progress things with the upcoming sessions because something that I want to do is obviously take a little bit of break from this escapade and progress a bit in time. So essentially, I was thinking of having a downtime session. However, due to me wanting to sort of, in a sense, engage and go through some various aspects in that time going down, because there's some moments that I want to go on for each player. I was thinking of essentially having one-on-one sessions. I think would be the
That is
best
so
opportunity.
fucking
Going
cursed.
about. I know I have the ability to record, so I'll be able to upload the things and well,
That sounds
Dude,
really
If
fun.
you want to see
Do
what
something.
happens after this, go to the playlist and look for the sessions Demi has uploaded after chapter 12.
but mostly because here's the thing: if we did it in an entire session, that'd be a lot very boring for specific individuals because some individuals will be heavily focused for up to maybe not just an hour, maybe up to 2 because there's going to be a lot of things. So that's why I'm like one session. In that case, mostly to finish things off, I will be contacting in DMs and the whatnot when there's free time, essentially, when we can do the 2 hours essentially of you doing downtime on your own accord and
Alright.
role playing through some various bits and pieces.
Sounds good to me. Sounds like it'll be fun.
Hopefully. But for the meantime, let's finish the session off. So everybody say goodbye so Chris can press the button.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye everyone.
So sad, Radomir.
Failure, absolute fucking failure.